This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The Esoteric Order broadcasts from Santa Fe, New Mexico. We recognize these episodes are produced on the traditional territory of the Tewa-speaking Pueblo peoples, and we acknowledge their community, their ancestors, their elders both past and present, and future generations. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present the Batman Role-Playing Game, an esoteric duet with David Larkins as the Game Master. We're
Session
back.
one.
Yes, session one. For folks who listen to our session 0, you know that we are playing the Batman role-playing game, or Batman role-playing game, as it says on the cover.
Batman role-playing game, period.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, there's no period. Sorry, it's just Batman role-playing game.
There should be.
It's called, no, technically it's called the Batman role-playing game.
Role-playing game. That's right.
Good.
Although it might have been better if it was Batman the role-playing game, but whatever. And this is the
Beggars can't be choosers.
This is using the Mayfair Exponential Game System, or MEGS, which powers DC Heroes. And so we're just doing this for funsies. We're doing it to see what we think of the system, because we have an interest as non-comic book reading, yet simultaneously superhero loving
appreciating
people.
Yes.
It's just one of those bucket list items. Let's play a superhero RPG. Let's find a good one.
Yeah, let's do one that has like a stable of things to pick from. Like
characters we like. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons of other games out there where you can make up your own superhero, but we're like, let's play a Batman.
Let's play a Batman. Let's play a Catwoman, etc.
Let's play a Robin.
And I should mention, I didn't say this last time, but there is a fan community that still supports the MEGS system.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, there's a website. It's on my phone, so I'm just going to open that up here. There is actually a website for
24/7 customer service if you have a MEGS system question.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It's not what it is. I don't know.
No, it isn't it at all, actually.
Yeah,
no, but they have it's just basically this website that is just fan created hero and villain write-ups.
Oh.
And it's got everything. It's got everything. I mean, it's just like 6,324 in-depth character profiles from comics, games, and movies.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because they don't limit themselves just to DC heroes, right? I mean, you got Marvel heroes in here, you got all kinds of stuff, but it's primarily focused on DC heroes. So like every time you go to it, they have a different random assortment. So here we have Robin, Stephanie Brown during the brief era when she was Batman's Robin.
Okay.
Please check out our Batgirl orientation page first, though. Got to get you oriented.
Okay. Damn, that's
Then they have Cassandra Andrews, Wandering Star, the heroine of notable 1990s indie comic Wandering Star, a sci-fi/war/coming-of-age story. Okay. Then we've got Batgirl Betty Kane. This is the version of Batgirl who appeared in 1961 with the girly gadgets, it says.
That's cute. I like that.
Then we've got Moth, DC Comics 1961, obscure one-shot 1961 Batman and Batgirl enemy.
Okay.
There's his picture.
They won't stop us.
Literally just a dude
cool.
in a moth suit.
There's just anything up there, so that's very cool. That is very cool.
Indeed.
Things
they
to
even
reference.
They even have write-ups for like characters from fighter games like Street Fighter or King of Fighters. So very
That's
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
there's a lot of
Okay.
potential
Wow.
there, you know.
Huh.
So I'm very
All
excited
right.
to check it out because segue. One of the things that made me want to check the system out is I was actually listening to the audiobook of Designers and Dragons, which is the sort of comprehensive uh, company by company history of the role playing game industry.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was listening to the section on Mayfair Games. This was last year, and they got into the DC Heroes game, the MEGS system,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of knew a little bit about it. Um, I had actually owned a game back in the '90s that used it, but I never played it,
Hmm.
called Underground. But anyway, they kind of explained it. They broke it down a little bit in a way that was helpful for me to understand what exactly is going on with this system, and it sounded really cool. And I was like,
Okay.
"Ooh, I want to check this out," because of course the perennial problem with any superhero RPG is like you're either going to intentionally limit the scope, so you're going to say this is street level only,
Mm-hmm.
or we're focused really on the super powered characters, your Supermans and your Green Lanterns and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or you're going to try and cover all your bases. And that's, of course, what
Right.
most people would prefer, right? They would prefer something that's like, I want to be able to play anything.
Right.
And so essentially, you're having to design something that can accommodate everything from Mothman, you know,
Yeah. The
up
Mothman.
through up through Superman or Green Lantern, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so what they came up with, now this was very of the time. I'm going to give you a little RPG history here.
Oh my
In the
goodness.
in the mid to late 80s, the cutting edge of RPG game design was the chart,
Mm.
and not the Council for Harmony and Reconciliation or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Um,
don't get into no. That's a very, very esoteric joke. Oh my goodness.
only true Santa Fe residents will get that joke. But
Nobody's listening.
nobody's
No, no.
but maybe Jen's listening. Hi, Jen.
Oh, hey, Jen.
Um, no, but it's basically this idea was like everything, you should be able to boil everything down to a single chart that you then reference. And you can make, like any kind of role that you then reference onto the single chart. So it does require you to look at a chart, but the chart
Okay.
handles everything, right?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they came up with was a unit. So I was talking last session about units, right?
Right.
So they came up with a unit, which stands for, or it's that they call AP, which stands for attribute points. Okay.
Okay.
We're just going to call them APs like 98% of the time. So don't
Okay.
worry about remembering that it stands for attribute points.
Okay.
Okay. So the AP is a flexible unit. Okay. So when I say you had a certain number of units for operating on patrol.
Okay.
What I mean by that is that, there's a certain number of APs of time, you see. But we can also talk about APs of distance, or we can talk about APs of weight or volume, or even information. Okay.
Okay.
So the cool thing about that is that they're fully interchangeable. So, like, for example, this is what sold me on the system. This is what they're talking about in Designers and Dragons. Because your attributes are also expressed as APs, obviously, they're attribute points.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you have 4 APs of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then there's an object in front of you that weighs 1 AP, which, by the way, looking at my benchmark AP chart, which I will share with you momentarily, is 100 pounds. Okay.
Okay.
So 1 AP of weight is 100 pounds, but we don't really need to remember that. All I need to say is it's 1 AP of weight.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have an idea of what it is, obviously. Excuse me.
Whoa.
But I'm so excited. I'm choking on my own bile over here.
Yeah.
So let's say you have a strength of 4 and you're looking at an object that is 1 AP of weight.
Okay.
So first of all, can you pick that up? Yes, because it is 1 AP.
1 AP.
You have 4 APs of strength. So up it goes. However, if you wanted to throw it, how far
Mm-hmm.
could you throw it? Well, you got a strength of 4. So we just subtract the AP of weight from your strength, and that leaves 3. That means you can throw it a distance of 3 AP.
Okay.
So they all work together in that way, which by the way,
Hmm.
3 AP of distance is 80 feet. So
Okay.
obviously a strength of
Wow.
4, see, average humans have a strength of 2. Strength of
Okay.
4, though, it's exponential. That's why they call it the Mayfair exponential game system.
Okay.
So a strength of 4 is not twice as strong as a strength of 2. It is um, quadruply as strong because you double every step up you go. So we go
Okay.
3 is twice as strong as 2, and then 4 is twice as strong as 3. You see?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So a strength of 4 is like muy macho. So like you could throw that 100-pound sack or whatever. You could actually throw that 80 feet
Wow.
because that's 3
So
AP of
the
distance.
Batman has 5 APs.
Mm-hmm. He's super swole.
Yeah. Very swole. I like it.
Okay, good. All right.
All right. What dice do I need for this game?
Okay.
Unless did I
So
interrupt you? Is there another thing you
no,
wanted to talk
no,
about in
no,
terms
that's
of?
perfect. No, no, that's the perfect time to ask that question. So the dice you need for the game are simply two 10-sided dice.
Ah.
Ah, you're never going to roll anything other than two 10-sided dice. So
Okay.
because
Well,
damage and stuff like that is all figured out by consulting the chart. So yeah,
chart. Okay.
chart. Yeah.
Nice.
Um, so and the way the system works is you roll your 2d10 and you add them together. You add the two numbers together.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just do a practice roll here. Let's just go ahead and do that.
Okay. I mean, I know how to roll dice.
Yes, yes, but I'm going to take you through it.
Okay. I'm just looking for the right ones.
Oh, that's right. You got to pick the right dice, the dice that are
Mm,
speaking to you today. I get it. I
that's
get
right. I gotta get my Batman dice.
it. Oh, there must be Batman 10-siders out there somewhere.
You think so?
I'm going to look while you're looking. Let's
All
see
right.
here.
I'm done looking.
Oh, god damn it. Batman D10.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Batman 10-sided dice. Huh. Um, damn, DC licensing leaving money on the table
Yeah.
by not having a D10 with the
Big
Batman
shock.
symbol on it.
That's what they do. Okay.
Uh,
So,
there is a set of 6-siders though.
okay.
So there you go.
So I would say D10s are harder to come by. So I roll a 2D10, and then what do I
Yes.
do?
Well, so you're going to tell me what your total is
My of the roll.
of the roll.
9.
Okay. So because that was an odd result, I can say right away you did not roll doubles.
No, I did not.
However, if you had rolled doubles, then you would have the option of rolling again and adding that result to it. And if you roll doubles again, you could keep going, right?
Oh.
The reason why it gives you that option is because rolling double ones at any time is an instant failure. So obviously, if
Ooh.
you roll double ones on your first roll, it's a failure. But even if you were just on fire and you kept rolling doubles and you're on your fifth roll and you suddenly roll double ones, it cancels everything out and you fail.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah.
Oh
So
no. That's
so
like
there's
gambling.
it is. There's a very sort of press your luck element to it.
Oh my
Now, the thing
God.
is that I think I've listened to a couple of actual plays that are out there on YouTube,
Yes.
and I don't think one time anybody rolled a double. Maybe once or twice that I
Okay.
noticed. You know,
Yeah.
so
I mean, that doesn't happen
it's
too
pretty
often.
rare. Yeah, and then certainly rolling more than once or more than twice, you know, or whatever. Anyway, but I just thought that was a fun mechanic, you know.
That is very fun.
Okay, so you have rolled your 9. Now, it the 9 in and of itself doesn't mean anything outside of what the action is. Okay, so we'll do combat, you know, since that's your classic
Mm-hmm.
example anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we go off of Batman's dexterity. What is his
Okay.
dexterity?
10. That's 10.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit much. It's a bit
Yeah, it's
much.
a lot.
Okay, so I am going to share my screen so you can see this. Do not be scared. Be not afraid
I
of
will
this.
be probably freaked out by this chart. Oh man, here we go.
Yeah. So
All right then.
there it is. Okay. Now, my understanding is, this looks a little intimidating, but once you start playing, it gets real easy.
Of
Like
course, that's like
you
most games.
move around on the chart really, really easily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so everything breaks down into two things: the action and the result. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for the action, this is Batman is trying to punch, a comical burglar with like a burglar mask and a striped sweater, right? So he's trying
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
trying to punch one of those dudes. So this guy opposes. So you see, we have the acting value and you have the opposing value.
Mm-hmm.
So he has an opposing value, which is his dex. And how do I know that? It's just because that's what combat is. It's dex versus dex, right? There are other situations, like if you're trying to intimidate somebody, you would use a different acting and opposing value,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of a clever way in which the attributes are broken out into three rows and three columns. We needn't to get into that right now, but you'll just notice dex, strength, and body are all on the top. That's like your physical. Then we've got
Yes.
intelligence, willpower, and mind.
Mind. Mm-hmm.
So that's obviously your brain. And then influence, which is INFL, aura, and spirit. And that's obviously kind of your je ne sais quoi.
Charisma.
Yeah, exactly. Your
Charismatica.
force of personality, let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've got a dex of 10. He's got a dex of 3. So we
Jesus, he
just
needs to do more yoga.
I know. So we just cross-reference that.
Right.
And we see what you needed was a 5 or better.
Oh, wait.
So
Okay.
you rolled
Where are
that
you?
9, you're
Oh,
good to
got it.
go.
Yep.
You
Seeing it
know?
on the chart. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. There we
Right.
go.
Now,
Answer to the question. It's an A to the Q.
yes. Oh, Lord. All right. So
What?
an A to the Q. How dare you? Okay. So now that's the basic system. There
Cool.
are other little fun things. There's something called column shifts, which is actually a big
Oh,
part of the mechanics, but
okay.
basically it's like, so you have your minimum that you need to roll, but if you roll higher than that, it can actually make your attack more effective.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
So that would mean, explain, can you give it to me in an example?
Yes. So okay, so basically, let's see here. Just seeing if it's be more helpful to quote from the book or not.
Batman role-playing game book?
Yes, indeed.
Got it.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Total equals or exceeds. Yep. Number rules less than. Right. And then check for column shift. Yes, that's right. Okay. So you'll notice how the number 11 is red.
Yes.
Across that.
Yes.
Okay. So you rolled a 9. So in this case, you succeeded, and that's that. Okay.
Yeah.
Had you rolled an 11 or higher, though, then we start getting into column shifts. Okay.
Oh.
So you needed that. Let's see here. Get back. Oh, there we go. You needed that 5 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you had rolled, say, 14, right?
Yeah.
We would go over to the 11. We wouldn't count the intervening columns between 5 and 11. Okay. We just go zoop right over to that 11.
Okay.
And we go, did you roll higher than that? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next column is 13. Did you roll higher than that? Yes.
Yes.
Next column is 15. Did you roll higher than that?
No.
So that's what we would call 2 column shifts.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. Now we go down to the result table. So you have successfully socked this guy, and now we need to figure out how badly you hurt him. So you would look at your strength, and I would look at his body.
Mm-hmm.
So your strength
is
it's
5.
5, and his body is 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives us a result of 2 points of damage. However, you got 2 column shifts.
Yes.
So that shifts it 2 columns to the left. Left is always better, right is worse. And it is possible to have negative column shifts, but
okay.
So we go 2 left, and that gets us to A. That simply means you do all the damage, which in this case is equal to your strength, which is 5.
Okay.
His body is 3. When your body hits 0, you're knocked out. So in other words, you one-shotted him, right?
Nice. Okay.
Now, in our
Sounds like something
example
I
where
do.
you,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. However, in our example where you rolled the 9, you didn't get any column shifts. So you would have done 2 points of body damage to him. He would have had 1 point left, and you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have knocked him out, you see.
Right. Okay.
So column
Oh,
shifts
all right.
make a big difference, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
cool.
you have the martial arts skill.
Yes.
You can substitute that for any of the 4 acting, opposing, effect, or resistance values. So your martial arts skill is a what now?
It's a 10.
Right. So
So,
you could substitute. Now it doesn't do you any good to substitute it for your acting value because your dex is also 10.
right.
However, you could substitute it for your effect value because your strength is 5. You could sub in that 10 and
Ooh.
suddenly, even without the column shifts, you would have done 6 points of damage to him.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is very cool.
So that's a fun option. And then you can use it, if you're being attacked, you can use it as your opposing value or your resistance value, because you're blocking and whatever your
Okay.
martial arts is helping you do.
Okay.
So yeah, let's just go over. Does that all make sense? We'll
Yes, it
pause.
does.
Okay.
It does.
So that is the system. It's
It's really
acting.
simple.
It's attribute points that go up exponentially.
Mm-hmm.
It's comparing the APs of an acting versus an opposing value to find out what you need to roll on 2d10 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you succeed, we go to the result table and we compare 2 other sets of APs to find out the result.
All
That's
right.
it.
Okay. I like it.
All righty. So,
Gotta stop sharing your screen.
oh yeah, that's fine. I'll do the chart lookups over here
Okay.
for the both
I'll
of us.
trust you on that, but
All right. Okay.
what?
So let's go over the Batman.
Yeah, so the Batman. It is the Batman. He has I mean, yeah.
What does he have? What
He
does that
has
Batman have?
he the Batman has an initiative of 34 and 150 hero points.
Oh yes, I knew there was something else to talk about before we get into your skills and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be hero points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you're probably already surmising,
Am
hero
I?
points are
XP?
well, yes, actually, in a way they are, because you get hero points at the end of an adventure, unless you use killing damage at any point in that adventure.
Why would I do that? I'm not going to kill people.
Indeed. All damage in combat is assumed to be non-killing damage,
Okay.
unless you specifically say that you are trying to inflict killing damage. So,
Okay.
um,
Understood.
okay. So hero points. Okay. So you can use hero points for different things. This is like your bennies in Savage Worlds. This is like your Joss in Mythos.
No, that is not a reference I'm familiar with. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have no idea.
So it's I
Yes.
guess like Benny's. Okay, whatever.
Okay. So what you can use hero points for, it says here, each hero point spent
Mm-hmm.
increases the acting, effect, opposing, or resistance value of whatever by 1
Okay.
AP for that check only. Okay.
Okay.
So in other words, let's say for whatever reason that thug you punched had hero points, he wouldn't, but villains
No.
do. Or do
Okay.
they? I don't
They
know.
have
Maybe.
VPs.
They
Villain
have villain
points.
points. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So so basically, trying to remember if those do or not. Yeah, they do. They do. Okay. Okay. They're still called hero points. The
Okay.
Penguin, for example, has 55 hero points.
Okay.
Anyway, so but let's just say that Thug had hero points. I could have had him spend hero points to either up his dex to make him harder to hit or up his body to make him harder to hurt, right?
Okay.
But by similar notion, you could then also spend hero points to offset that. And it becomes this like kind of like poker kind of back and forth where I
Okay.
might say like Penguin's going to spend 5 hero points to boost his body. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. I'll spend 5 hero points to boost my strength. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll spend 5 more. And then you're like, I'll spend 3 or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just keeps going back and forth until one person is out, basically, and then that ends it.
Okay.
So you can spend hero points to boost your effect values, your various values. You can also boost it. You can also spend it to boost your initiative. So you saw that you
Okay.
had, what was his initiative? It's insane. It's
It's 34.
yeah. So initiative is determined by 1d10 plus your initiative value.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, like, I don't know, go back to Penguin, since Penguin has an initiative of 18.
Oh, what is his
So
problem?
like I could spend 15 hero points to boost Penguin's initiative if I really desperately want to win this initiative roll, right?
Right.
And then you might be like, yeah, fuck that, I'm spending 10, or
Right.
whatever,
Right.
right?
Right. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we
We
have to
got that.
say,
Okay. So I'm saying
we have to say out loud what we're spending them on. The other person gets a chance to spend as well.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. There is a limit to the number of hero points may be spent in any given action. Character may
Okay.
never have his or her values increase to more than double the beginning value. Okay, so like I actually gave a bad example with the thug. If I was spending to boost his body, which is 3, I could only spend 3 hero points to boost his
Okay.
body, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
For example, the Batman can never spend more than 10 hero points on his acting value in combat with his beginning dex of 10 APs, nor could he
Right.
spend more than 6 hero points of his resistance body to his beginning body of 6 APs. Okay. So there's that. That's the primary use of hero points.
Okay.
However, you can also spend hero points to mitigate damage, and that is called the last ditch defense. Whenever a character takes damage, whether killing damage or bashing damage, you can immediately spend hero points to reduce the amount of damage sustained. Each hero point spent takes away 1 point of damage. You can never spend more hero points than the basic value of your character's resistance attribute against the type of damage you sustain. For instance, the Batman could spend up to 6 hero points for last ditch defense against physical damage equal to his body of 6 APs, up to 12 hero points against mental damage equal to his mind of 12, and up to 10 hero points against mystical damage equal to his spirit of 10. Okay. So, like, for instance, if I did 6 points of damage to you physically, you could spend 6 hero points as the last ditch defense and reduce that to 0 damage.
Yeah,
but if I did 9 points of damage to you, you could spend 6 and then still take 3 damage. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. I got it.
All right, that's hero points.
Cool. Okay, so my dex is 10. Dexterity, intelligence is 12.
Yes.
And influence is 10.
Yes.
Strength is 5, will is 12, and aura is 8.
Okay.
Body is 6, mind is 12, and 10 is spirit.
Okay.
My alter ego is Bruce Wayne, who is the head of Wayne Enterprises. I am single and ready to mingle.
Okay.
Not as Batman, sorry. But I am single. Occupation is head of Wayne Enterprises.
Okay.
And known relatives. Well, funny you should bring that up. I don't have any. So
I tell you about that time my parents died.
You're making fun of Batman.
Uh-oh.
So Alfred is my one pally.
Yes.
He's my manservant, and he basically was my nanny growing up. So, but he's a badass in his own right. Group affiliations, I don't know. Is Batman part of some, Shriners group or
no?
Okay.
No.
Base of operations is the Batcave, correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Motivation. So, what is the motivation under personal data? Like, what is that?
That's kind of, I think that's actually something in the DC Hero system. It's not addressed in the Batman RPG.
Oh, Batman. Okay, well,
but
dang.
I don't know. Depends on what kind of Batman you want to play. Is it vengeance? Is it justice?
I don't know yet. I'm not quite sure.
All right.
I'll find out soon.
All right.
And then it has height, weight, hair, blah blah blah. So height, so I'm picturing
Mm.
Um, how long have I been Batman? Like, I think that's my main question to you, because in terms of what you feel like running.
Another fair question. I mean, obviously, if we're on the second Robin here, uh, you've
What?
been Batman for a little while. This is not Batman year one by any
No,
means.
no, 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 no. So let's see. So in terms of my age and everything,
Hmm.
I imagine I'm like 32 or something, or
Sure, that
20,
works for me.
29 or something.
32 sounds good.
32, you think?
Yeah.
Is that too old?
If, no, if anything, I might even bump it up a little bit, like 35 maybe.
Okay, so 35 years old. Let's see here. Brown hair. Uh, let's see. We'll go with green eyes.
Okay.
Height is 6 foot,
Hmm.
and I guess the weight depending on how much he lifts.
Well, he's got a strength of 5, so he
Well,
lifts.
is there a chart? Is there like a chart in terms of
Not in this book. So
okay, let me look up some stats here. Dude, okay. I'm using I'm using one of those body mass visualizers. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
hmm.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like okay, so I think he's gonna be like 235.
Okay, sure.
So he's pretty buff.
Oh yeah. It's all muscle,
So
baby.
he's solidly built. So 235, and that takes a lot of work to maintain. What? It
Well,
takes
it does. Well, he
a
does
lot
this
of
full time, so
yeah, exactly. Well, no, he's the head of Wayne Enterprises as well.
oh,
So
sure.
okay, so my skills are
Hmm.
actor 8,
Okay.
charisma 12,
Right.
detective 12,
Hmm.
gadgetry 12, martial arts 10, military science 12, thief 10, vehicles 10, and weaponry 10.
Geez, you've got literally all the skills.
Yes, yes. So those are my skills.
Okay, so just very quickly, we'll just go over what you can do with those. um, you can use actor to disguise yourself or
Yes.
impersonate somebody.
Right.
Okay,
Well, I'm doing that all my life. Like that's all I do
that's true.
is impersonate
Um,
myself.
yes. Okay. Charisma, you can substitute, this works like martial arts. You can substitute your APs of skill for the acting or effect value of all character interaction attempts in place of the usual influence or aura.
Yeah, my aura is
Um,
8, which is not very nice, right? It's like he's like serious and stoic, you know? So
yeah. So
his
what's your
aura is not
charisma?
great. My charisma's 12. So if I wanted to
Boom. There you
like
go.
turn it
Yeah,
on a little, I could use my 12 there.
exactly.
Detective, I can solve crimes.
You can do, yeah, specifically, you can do clue analysis. So it gleans
Mm-hmm.
information from physical clues to a crime or criminal. Counterfeit recognition,
Hmm.
identification systems. This gives you the ability to verify the identity of another character from fingerprints, retinal patterns, vocal quality, and so on, if
Okay,
you possess the equipment needed.
cool.
Police procedures,
Yes.
character's ability to avoid conflict with police and security personnel.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. And I mean, I think these kind of all speak for themselves. Like with gadgetry, it's like I know how to like make things or I know how
Correct.
to pull something apart to see how it works and be like, oh,
Correct.
okay, like this is one of
Exactly.
those doodads. And then martial artists, I'm obviously trained in some forms of martial arts.
Yep.
And with the military science thing, I think that's just due to the Wayne Enterprises sort of what they fund and what they work on, projects and stuff.
I guess. I mean, well, it covers camouflage,
Oh, like, well,
demolitions,
I mean,
and
I guess, okay,
tracking.
in the context of my identity as Batman. So
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just saying where this came from. And I'm saying that I
Uh-huh,
use
uh-huh.
that for myself to be able to
Perhaps.
camouflage
Indeed.
and
Yes.
to buttress my my various vehicles and hubs and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so a thief, I can like move around very quickly and like take things, etc.
So that covers stealth indeed, and pickpocketing as well. It also covers escape artist,
Okay.
Forgery, and picking locks and opening safes.
Cool. And then vehicles, I know how to drive pretty much anything.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like a bat copter or a bat.
That's right.
Bat cycle. And then weaponry, I'm well equipped in different types of weapons.
Correct.
I know how to use them.
You can shoot, you can stab, you can do all kinds of things.
Whip, if need
be. Whip, you could bat whip, yes.
Bat whip. All right, so advantages.
Okay.
Was there anything else about skills you wanted? Okay.
Basically, it's just your rating in that skill is what becomes your
AP
attribute point. Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Got it. Okay. All right. So my advantages are city knowledge. I know Gotham. Connections. I'm well connected. I know all the different people in the town. I know what's happening. Arkham Asylum. It says I know a lot about Arkham Asylum.
Correct.
Which is the asylum in Gotham City, which is houses a lot of unfortunately, I mean, look, here's the thing. Let's be real here. Gotham City needs a total criminal justice overhaul. And I think that's their main problem. It's not like they need Batman. They just need to completely overhaul their incarceration system and their mental health facilities. If Bruce Wayne spent the time investing in the mental health and the mental health and social services of Gotham City, but then he would say the answer is right here. The answer is, hey, yeah, you think you can do that, but you can't. You know why? Because the baddies, they're the ones who are taking the money off the top, and they're not actually performing or delivering these services. So that's impossible. That's why I have to exist as Batman. Okay. Gotham State. Do you not agree with that?
I do agree with it. I completely agree with it.
Gotham State Prison. I know a lot about the Gotham State Prison system. Gotham City Police Department. I know a lot about these guys in the Boys in Blue. I am very highly skilled in street. I understand street smarts, all the different things happening on the street. I am a genius on some level, which is interesting. I have iron nerves. I'm a leader. I have leadership.
Hold on. Slow down. So you've jumped ahead. All right. So
what?
So I just wanted to say with those connections, you don't know these things. You have connections who know these things. So like street connection, it's like you go and talk to your stool pigeon downtown or whatever, and he kind
of I said connections. I'm like, I know everybody, and so I could go talk to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Genius doesn't really.
So wait a second here, because you had a colon, semicolon. So with your proper punctuation, you have guided me. So that means I have connections in Arkham Asylum, Gotham State Prison, Gotham City Police Department, and the street. I have connections in all of those areas.
Correct.
So genius, semicolon. It says I'm a genius. What do you say to that?
This just means that you're really good at building gadgets, so it doesn't really apply to.
Okay. Iron nerves.
Iron nerves. You are unusually resistant to fear and intimidation. So you receive a +2 column shift bonus to your resistance value against intimidation checks, as well as the phobia power. So if we run into Scarecrow, you'll be okay.
No.
Well, you won't be okay, but you'll be better than the average person.
I'll be able to hold my own a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, I have leadership.
Skill in the arts of strategic planning and giving orders. You may automatically transfer your hero points to any member of a team. Doesn't really apply here.
Okay. Lightning reflexes.
Okay.
Very fast.
Lightning fast reflexes. Permanently increase your initiative rating. Okay, so we've already factored that in.
I like it. And then I have a sharp eye.
Okay. Extremely attentive details. You automatically receive a +1 column shift bonus to the opposing value of all, or I'm sorry, a -1 column shift bonus to the opposing value. So that means it's a bonus to you because it makes it harder for them, right? Okay. To the opposing value of all perception checks you make. So it makes it easier for you to see things. Very good.
Great. Okay. So my drawbacks. I have drawbacks.
Yes.
Irrational attraction to seeking justice.
So this is like my favorite thing about the system is like almost everybody has irrational attractions, which is just such a funny term.
It's a great way to put it. Yeah.
And then it's like, irrational attraction to seeking justice. I don't know, man. I'm just so attracted to seeking justice. I can't explain it. It's not rational,
It's definitely a neurodivergent quality.
Yes, and
And
then
then
like
I have a
Joker would be like irrational attraction to murder or something. You know, it's
exactly.
so hilarious. So
So
anyway, go
as drawback is secret identity, and then another drawback is traumatic flashbacks.
on. Hmm.
And a drawback is mistrust. So that only applies to Batman's first year because people don't know who the hell this guy is. Why
Correct.
is he here? What is he
So we can
doing
ignore
here?
that.
So we don't need to really worry about that so much.
So it says a character encountering the source of their attraction must make an attraction roll before rolling initiative. Every phase that you are exposed to the object of your attraction, you must
Justice.
roll 11
Ooh.
or higher, and may act normally if you do. If it's under 11, you must turn your attention to the object to the exclusion of all else. So it's
Yeah,
like
I
basically,
gotta fight
if
this
you saw
crime right now.
injustice, you would just be like,
I see a
fuck.
crime and I'm like, this cannot be.
And then you had secret identity,
Yep.
which is pretty straightforward. You must take extraordinary measures to safeguard your identity. If
Hmm.
your secret identity is ever revealed, you immediately lose 50 hero points. Ouch.
We'll
Damn.
see about that. And then I have
Traumatic
traumatic
flashbacks.
flashbacks.
Whenever you are exposed to an indicated condition, traumatic flashbacks occur. You roll 2d10 before rolling initiative. It's the same as irrational attraction. You have to roll 11 or higher. If you don't, then you um, are absorbed in reliving the flashback.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so basically my equipment. So I can just
Yes.
share
Your
really quickly.
gadgets
I have a
that you're known
batarang.
for. Yes, indeed.
I can fly
You
around.
can fly in your thing.
Gliding. It's a gliding thing.
Your that wait, what? Where are we? Oh,
Oh my
gliding. Okay.
goodness.
Okay,
Yes.
so every gadget has its own
Right.
stats,
I
right?
can see that because I was about to share that and say
So
that,
but that's not you gliding, that's the batarang. That's saying
yeah,
the batarang can fly for two APs distance, basically.
that's what I thought.
Okay,
Okay, so
good.
it has body 7 and gliding 2. So if people were to
So
shoot at me, it provides
mhm.
7 points of body like protection, it seems.
If people were to try to shoot the batarang, actually. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
just yeah.
Okay, cool. Infrared goggles,
Yep.
micro, what does this
Cassette.
say? Micro
Micro cassette.
cassette recorder,
Yep.
miniature camera,
Yep.
plastic explosives,
Yep.
oh my
Breather.
god, rebreather,
Hmm.
bat
Shuriken.
shuriken. Okay, I'm ready. I'm okay. I did not write these down. You
I
wrote
know.
these down
Yes.
lovingly for me.
And I was
So
trying to cram them into the
you
small
and you
space
didn't have to
provided.
because there is actually space under this to write down. So
Yes, well.
but I thank you for doing this. Bat call
That's
and
pretty cool. Animal summoning 13.
yeah, I can
Animal
summon
summoning only
bats.
works on bats. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Batmobile
Yep.
and that's about it. So
That's
that's
about
all.
it.
That's everything on my character sheet. It's
That is
awesome.
everything on your
It's
thing.
so fucking streamlined.
It's very
I
streamlined, isn't
love
it?
it.
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay.
It's a very actually I have very few complaints about this character sheet. Because then on the back of
Jesus.
it, I know on the back of it, it has an action table and result table for me to refer to
Yep.
myself. It's
Hmm.
so streamlined. This is aspirational.
This is
I
how we do
do
it.
it. Yeah, this is how we do character sheets, guys. This
Hmm.
is character record. I love it.
All right.
What I will mention is there's also a powers section on the character record.
Yeah.
Record. Oh my god.
Rector?
Character record.
Rector, I hardly knew her. Go on.
Pause for laughter. All right. Power section is totally blank because
Mhm.
Batman has no powers.
Has no powers,
He
baby.
is a mortal human man. Not
He's
hetero,
just a
but he is a
man.
human
Oh,
man.
okay. We'll explore that, I'm sure. Not
he's a
hetero.
he's a human cisgender man living in Gotham. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say about it.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, are we ready to rock and roll?
Okay. We are ready to rock and
To
roll.
bat rock and bat roll.
All right. So it is another night in Gotham
Oh
City.
don't you have any music for me or anything?
Oh, shit. Well, I'm sure I can pull
Oh.
something up here really quick.
No, 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 no,
Bear
no,
with
no, no, no.
me.
I
Bear
only
with
wanted
me.
if you thought it out first.
Yeah, I didn't get. I got everything else except for the music.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes.
Oh, David, it's
That's
okay.
okay.
It's all
No, you
right.
know what? Let's just we'll
We'll cut it
pause
in
here. We'll come
camera. We'll
back
cut it in
later.
camera. We'll cut it in camera.
Okay, I'll just lay it in as post production. Just pretend like there's music in the back.
I'm not saying I want music in the background, but we'll just like, okay, so I'll set the stage. I mean,
Ooh,
you can
okay.
set the stage. Oh, well, I don't know. It's night again. And from my perspective as the Batman,
Yes.
I have been a Batman for many years at this point, probably
Yes.
about 5 years.
Uh-huh.
And I am in my Bat cave.
Longer than that, actually, because you're on your second Robin, remember?
I've been Batman for 10 years. I've been the Batman
Good
for
enough.
10 years.
Good enough.
Good enough. It should be more. I started at like 23.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I've been the Batman since I've been 23 years. I am now 35. Do the math.
You're one of those guys who's never had a job. He's only had the one job after getting out of college.
I've been the Batman for 12 years, right? That's the correct
This is
math.
all he's ever known.
This is all. No, I work for Wayne Enterprises. Okay, as I am walking down my spiral staircase from stately Wayne Manor down into my Bat cave, which is full of all the things I like. What
Just laying in some ambiance here. Go ahead.
is it raining in the Bat cave?
No, this is just to get the ambiance going. Well, it's not raining, but there's like waterfalls and shit, right? Underground rivers.
There are definitely underground rivers.
All right.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
So this is so gothy.
I know.
So I am the Batman.
This is 3 hours of peaceful rain on Gotham rooftops, is what it's called. So.
Well, it won't be peaceful for long because
Shit.
I know something's up.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
as I'm walking down the spiral staircase, because there's a couple different ways to get into the Bat Cave.
Yes.
There's an elevator, of course. There's like a pole, of course. When I'm feeling excited, I want to go down that pole, girl. And then there's also the spiral staircase that I get to walk down as Batman with my shoes clicking on the metal spiral staircase. And you see Bruce Wayne wearing a black dress shirt and a black tie, black slacks, always black. At this point, when he's at home.
Okay.
Okay. Not in public as much at all.
Okay.
He rarely wears black unless he has to go to a funeral for one of the many police officers that die in Gotham City. He has to show up.
Yeah.
Boring. So anyway, so he's because the cops treated me like garbage my first year in. So wait, can you turn it down?
You're still nursing that grudge?
Excuse me. You're asking the Batman about holding a grudge?
Carry on.
I hold many a grudge.
Carry on.
This is why I wanted to play Batman. So, so Bruce Wayne, he has longish hair that is slicked back.
Okay.
Think more Pattinson than Senor Bale.
Okay.
Because it's the 80s. It's the 80s. So he has the hair that he can comb back and put behind his ears. That kind of long hair. And it's brown hair. He's walking down the spiral staircase to the Bat Cave, where Alfred is working on something or other, some kind of bat telescope. Because I want to know more about the position of the stars and how I could use the stars to locate and use things if I get in a tight situation. I know that I need to use the sky as my map to help me understand the night sky better. So Alfred is working on helping with this is just coming out of my brain. So Alfred's working on he's working on the bat telescope. So Alfred is played by I don't know. We'll say in this case Donald Sutherland, right? So if it's in the 80s and whatever. So we have Donald Sutherland as Alfred. He's not British because fuck that shit. He's like Oh wait, shit. I mean, he is British. He is British because Donald Sutherland likes to do accents. So he does one of those fake American British accents where you're like, he's an American actor, but he's doing a British accent. You're like, this is fine. Yep. And so Batman's walking toward Alfred to check out the progress on the bat telescope. And that's about it. And you can hear some little bats skittering in the background in the cave. How's that? You like that?
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm into it. I'm with
I think
you.
that I could keep going.
I'm sure you could.
I have a cup of coffee. I give it to Alfred. Be like, it's gonna be another late.
Nice.
It's gonna be another late night.
Excellent. Now, I will say it does say here
shit.
the Pennyworth family has served as butlers for the Wayne family for several generations. So I think you're right. I think Alfred does not have a British accent unless it's like a put on. So
Ooh, yeah. See, that's so silly. So he's
or unless they
old
send their
dude.
children back to England for like upbringing, and then they ship them back to Wayne Manor as butlers, fully formed
I
butlers.
feel like our Alfred was like, fine, that's fine. So he might have slight affectation to his voice, but it's not full
Right.
British. It's
Right.
not Michael
It's
Caine.
the mid-Atlantic accent.
It is, yeah. So there's certain little words or little vowels sometimes from time to time that'll hit. You're like, oh, it's kind of British, but it's not fully because
Right,
he's,
right.
like he's been around for a while in the United States. So in Gotham City, aka New York
Yes.
City.
Well,
So
presumably he was raised here for
we're
several generations
That's
of
right. I know.
Pennyworths.
I know. They didn't
Yeah.
just import Pennyworths from England to
That's
the
what, yeah, exactly. For the
United
Pennyworth farm.
Here's another one. Okay. So Batman is standing. So I am standing there, like it's gonna be another late night as I sip my coffee because
It
I
would
drink coffee as
certainly
Batman.
wait, no, let me do a Donaldson. It would certainly appear so, sir.
How's the progress on the scope going?
Just fine. Your technical specs are impeccable as always.
Thank you, Alfred. So I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna go to my Bat dressing room. I'm gonna start putting on my costume. So I'm gonna go into this it's hidden. It's obviously hidden. It's like a room within a room.
Okay.
Because if you walk, I go into this one like side door, and you walk in, and you're like, oh, this is just a regular little library with books and all that kind of stuff in it. But behind the bookshelf is where the costume section of my dressing room is. So I go in, and that's right. I go into my dressing room and I start applying furious amounts of black eyeshadow on my eyes. And it's waterproof. And
yes,
it's the kind of camouflage, it's not makeup, everybody. It's definitely not eyeliner. It's definitely black camouflage stick. And I'm applying it to my eyes furiously as I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Like, this is my cause. I'm gonna go and I gotta patrol, because if I don't patrol, then that's a problem. So because I need to make a presence. It's been a couple days since I've been out and about. So I'm not saying crime has gone up in that time. It hasn't, but people are like relaxing a little bit. Like, oh, the Batman's not around, but right. I'm around tonight. I have like a layer of like it's a special like body stocking that I've thought about this a lot. Body stocking that I have on under the bat gear, because it keeps it from getting sweaty and gross, and like it's perfect.
Wicks
special,
away the moisture.
It's a special kind of fabric. Yeah, it's like space age, quote, space age fabric. So I put on my black body stocking, and I'm standing there, and I'm putting on all my armor, basically. But it's lightweight. It's lightweight and tactical. And then I finally apply my cowl to my head. I will pull it over my head, and my transformation is almost complete until I get my cape. And then I get my bat cape, and I put that on, click my utility belt, which is not yellow, but it is black. Ooh. Everything is matte black.
Oh my.
And I am the bat. And I turn in that awkward, stiff way, and I get out of my I get out of my dressing room and go into my library and go back into the cave, and I am transformed. And Alfred is sitting there with his cup of coffee, and I'll say, don't stay up too late, as I walk to my Batmobile.
All right. So what is, I see you're pulling influences from a variety of different sources. So what does your Batmobile look like?
Okay, so the Batmobile, since this is the 80s,
yeah,
it's not going to be the tank. It's not going to be the Bush era.
the muscle car.
No. Wait, no. Wait. Okay, so the 80s had the muscle car. 60s just had a regular like convertible
No,
car.
no, I was saying muscle car like from the last one, the Pattinson Batman. Wasn't it
Oh,
more like
right.
kind of a muscle car
I think it kind of was.
Batmobile?
Yeah, whereas the Nolan one's more of like a tank tactical,
Right,
like it's like
exactly.
Bush era fucking military leftovers. So no, none of
Right,
that. Well,
exactly.
so I think it's probably a hybrid between because I think it's like it has to look kind of like a normal car,
Oh,
in
okay.
some ways,
All right.
because but like it's super reinforced. And it's like those cars that you see like dignitaries are in, and they're just like, oh no, this is
Yeah.
like a super reinforced like Bentley or whatever. It's kind
Yes.
of like that, where it's like you look at it on the outside, and you're like, yeah, this is just a generic car. And then you're like, oh wait, no. When you go
Oh,
inside, you're like, this is super reinforced. There's all this technical stuff that's been installed, but it's
okay.
all black tinted windows. It's all that kind of stuff. It's very
Yeah,
sleek.
yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like it's more of like a stealthy vehicle than a tactical. It can
Okay.
still get blown up and shit. It can take that damage. You know what I
Don't
mean?
sound too hopeful when you say that.
Just saying.
Like I want
I
I
like to
want this to get
rebuild
fucked
things.
up.
I like
Yeah.
to
All
rebuild
right.
things. What
That's
can I
true.
say?
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so does that make sense?
Yeah,
It's more
yeah.
of a
So it
stealthy.
kind of actually is like the Pattinson Batmobile then, because that
I
just
guess so.
basically looks like a Dodge Charger, but it's
But
just black,
like, true. But that was
I
like he's
mean,
like early Batman. So
there was yeah, I think the original Batmobile also just basically looked like a car, except it had like fucking Batman's face on the front, which is like kind of hilarious.
it's so good. Mine doesn't have my face on it,
Yes.
but I'm trying to think of how it would look like to resemble a bat somehow. It has a little snub nose on it or some
Yeah,
little
or
ears on it.
it's got little fins, it's got little fender fins or something,
It has
right?
some fins. Yeah, it just looks a little more. It just looks like somebody's like little souped up vehicle, but it's also super sturdy.
Cool.
So
Sounds good to me.
I get in the Batmobile and I push the button to start. I push the button to start it and it
Uh-huh.
roars to life and I am leaving the Batcave.
All right, so off you go. Um, as you wend your way through the underground tunnel that takes you from the Batcave to a little, concealed exit, suitably far enough away from
Oh yeah.
stately Wayne Manor.
That's right. Yeah.
Um, so, if you look at your map of Gotham City,
Yes. I got that up.
so we have these different districts. The one labeled number 5, which is that big old peninsula there,
Mm-hmm.
that is Bristol, and that is the
Yes.
location of your manor.
Yes.
Okay.
Snobtown, USA.
Well, actually, what does it say? It said something. Um, yeah, it's funny. It's it's interesting because I have like two different write-ups here. I have one from the Shadows of Gotham or whatever it's called. What's this book
Mm-hmm.
called? Night in Gotham.
Yes.
And then I have one from the actual Batman RPG, which is the one I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the one I sent you, it was like it was like, oh yeah, they're not so bad over here in Bristol. Let me see here.
Oh.
Yeah, it says strangely, the residents of Bristol have resisted the tendency towards snobbishness that might be expected from residents of such a posh area, and actively participate in public programs.
Hmm.
Now, Commissioner Gordon's notes say
Oh, what does he have to say about it?
the great mansions of Gotham's Old Guard are grouped on Bristol's highest vantage, Crest Hill. And then it goes on to list them, including Wayne Manor. Then there's New Hill, has its share of palatial estates, including that of reputed crime boss Ricky Falcone. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Both Old Money and Nouveau Riche belong to Bristol's exclusive yacht and tennis club. The rich elite can often be seen shopping in the high-priced shops along the narrow strip of land adjoining the marina.
Okay. Well, I'm not going there. I'm actually going
Yes.
to the Coventry because I know that after a couple days of me not being around, these racist bands of assholes,
Oh.
they start getting a little excited and they start causing some problems. So
Okay.
not raining anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying
Is
to.
my car's that soundproof. So it's like I can't even hear the rain that's falling on the streets of
Oh,
Gotham.
it's too bad. Trying to bring up some iconic theme music here to go with
Oh,
your.
well, for copyright and other things, you probably should do
Oh
that.
yeah, well, that's a good point.
Let's move away from that. Let's move away to just general gothic-y sounds.
All right, we'll go back. We'll go back. Cut that.
Cut this. Cut this. You get the picture. Okay,
there we go.
so I'm emerging.
Just wanted the crescendo there, okay?
Okay, yeah. So we're
that's all I wanted was the
emerging.
crescendo.
Good. And cut it off really abruptly. That makes it really effective.
Oh, sorry. All right, so you want to go to Coventry?
Yes, because I know that they try to make everyone else's lives a living hell because they're racists.
Coventry is a proud neighborhood that is trying to prevent what the residents see as the chaos of Manchester from spreading to Coventry. Unfortunately, this attitude has helped several racist groups to find sanctuary in Coventry as they would not have survived elsewhere. The rest of Gotham's image of Coventry is row after row of neat brick houses, each stocked with automatic weapons with which to eliminate undesirables. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the city.
Yes.
I know the city.
All right. So to Coventry you go. All right. So you would know that yeah, the community has gained a great deal of local notoriety for the vigilante activities of a small but vocal portion of its population, the Clean Streets League.
Oh, like they are the worst. And
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne has had to deal with a lot of their bullshit in terms of like
Yes.
them asking for money from the Wayne Foundation because they're just
Yes.
like, and they bring all these people to these meetings where it seems like they're inclusive, but they're not. And I see
Right.
through this because I have sharp eyes and I know the city and I know what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna crack some skulls tonight because we need to just, take them down a few pegs.
Okay. We'll see
What?
what we find.
I am seeking justice and I have a hard
Hey,
on for that
I
as we
know.
established.
Oh,
Okay.
you have an irrational attraction to it. Absolutely.
You're gonna say you had an erection. You have an erection,
You have an
obviously.
erection. It's incredibly uncomfortable because you don't
It's
even have
very
room in your
uncomfortable on the
cod
couch.
piece.
No, I created a special cod piece so that I could have a raging boner for justice while fighting crime. Okay, so just deal with it. It's more like Renaissance. It's more of a
Yes.
Renaissance sort of
Okay. It's like Henry
feel.
VIII's armor, if you've ever seen that.
Exactly. It's
Got the
just you have a
giant
major
cup on it.
front piece. Yeah.
The frontspiece, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so reports from Manchester. This is the latest dope you've got.
Oh,
Reports
okay.
from Manchester. So Manchester is legitimately a pretty scummy part
It
of
can be
town.
it's a rough area.
Yeah,
It is rough because
exactly.
there's a lot of organized crime there.
There's a
So
lot of youth gangs. Yeah,
there's a lot of
exactly.
back and forth too, though, between the two, and so they kind of
Yes.
try to make each other look bad.
Yes.
And it's just they're just so rowdy, and I know that it's an easy place to go to find a little warm up for me
Sure, sure.
and kind
So
of remind
reports.
people that the Batman exists.
That's right. You got to goose these people.
I do always.
Reports from Manchester seem to indicate that the CSL's patrols have crossed over the line to become instigators of the violence they claim to abhor,
That's
as
right.
several known youth gang leaders have been murdered in cold blood. The
Mm.
problems posed by the CSL have been further magnified by the tacit sanction given to the group's actions by the captain in charge of the local precinct station, Andrew Corbett, and by the vocal and monetary support given to the CSL by Gotham's right wing activist organization, the Patriot League.
Ooh. It's Andrew Corbett.
Captain Andrew Corbett.
Gotta visit his ass. Patriot League.
Patriot League, yes.
They're the right wing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking for those fascists. This will not
Okay.
stand in Gotham. Gotham is at its best when it is mostly unified and most taking care of the weakest links.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And these people aren't interested in supporting the weakest links in the community.
Okay.
We're only as strong as our weakest link, so guess what we're doing? We're gonna go after some people tonight. Remind them what the city actually needs.
So you are cruising the sort of park-like streets of Coventry, um, passing nearby to the what?
Sorry. Just thinking as you're saying Parkline, I'm just thinking it's like this really suburban looking.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck's a Batmobile doing here?
It's fucking V12 engine just rumbling along the street.
They call on Batman. They get Neighborhood Watch to go after Batman. Like, get him out of here. We don't want this element here in our neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
It's too noisy.
If this were a modern day game, they'd be posting to
Next
next
door.
door. Yeah.
I saw
I
this
see the same car.
sketchy car.
Sketchy
Ay,
car.
ay.
Leaves every morning at 8 and comes back every night at 5. That's very
Yeah,
strange.
I don't understand what are they doing? And then they pick up the mail. And they go inside the house.
They take the mail out of the mailbox and then
and
they break into the house.
Breaking into the house every night at 5 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah. All right. My gloved hands are on the wheel as the rain is coming down, drizzling, misting rain, and my bat windshield wipers are definitely flicking it away.
Bat windshield wipers.
They are bat windshield wipers.
All right. So yeah, you're keeping an eye out for trouble. So let's see what you see. I'm gonna roll some dice here.
Let's do it.
Yes,
I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Ooh, interesting. All right.
What?
All right. Well, let's see here.
What'd you do?
Gonna have to think on my feet here.
Oh.
All right. So, what did I just roll?
Wait, I hope my Batman's sympathetic and interesting to people. I hope everyone listening cares about this particular Batman. Because I think he's pretty cool so far. I'm liking it.
I'm digging it. Yeah, I like it.
Especially the frantic makeup application scene.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
All right.
Okay. Oh. Interesting.
Make it happen. Well, we have. I mean, okay, go on. Superman appears and says, "What are you doing here?"
Well, actually, you can get other hero, I think.
And he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Yeah. Which I think is cool because it's like you can get other hero. Mm-hmm. So if you're playing someone other than Batman, that can be Batman. Like Batman's like, "What are you doing in this neighborhood?" You know,
get out of
here. Oh shit! You know,
holy crap!
But if you're playing Batman, then yeah, it could be, you know, Catwoman or somebody, Robin.
Yeah,
someone shows up.
Yeah.
Or at my option, it could just be, oh, you look up and the bat signal's blazing, so hie ye over to the you know, police headquarters and see what's up.
Okay.
You know? So. But in this case, I did not roll other hero. Oh, actually.
Oh,
sorry.
You did roll
the thing I rolled is actually giving me the bat signal option. The very thing I rolled. How interesting. However, I'm not going to go with that. I'm not going to go with that because this is just wild
to
good?
Me.
Okay.
It just seems like a normal night, and Batman's coming back on his shift, and then
another night. It's another
night in Gotham,
and you are patrolling the normally quiet streets of Coventry. You know, doesn't seem like a whole lot is going on. When you spot, so you're kind of like on the, you know, obviously you're sort of on the side of the district that's closest to Manchester, right?
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, where you're most likely gonna have problems.
It's like the border area,
right? So let's see here. That's okay, right? All right. So it's a long border. It's a long stretch.
It is. Yeah.
And let's see. Just checking to see if there's any landmarks nearby. Not really. So so you're just keeping an eye out for problems, trouble.
Yes.
And you can see off to the south the, you know, rooftops of the Manchester district stretching away. Obviously, you know, it's a foggy night here
Yeah.
in Gotham with some, occasional rain showers. And so the lights of the city are just like lighting up the underside of these gray clouds, this kind of orange glow.
Yeah. I have the bat defroster on.
Christ. All right. So this is gold. Don't stop.
I'm just saying.
Uh-huh. And so you can see the outlines of the Manchester Viaduct,
It's misty. It's
water
foggy.
water treatment plants,
Yes.
you know,
Oh yeah, a lot of
and
people like to lurk around there.
yep,
So, yeah.
yep, and but much closer to your keen eyes scanning through the rain-flecked windows of the Batmobile, um, detect a unmarked van parked down a side street, and there's a group of people gathered alongside the sort of sidewalks, or the curbside. That's what I'm looking for. The
Yeah.
curbside side of the van, where the big panel door has been slid back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they appear to be kind of like almost like queuing up and receiving things out of the van. There's like some kind of handoff going on.
Okay. Now, because it's unmarked, I'm suspicious.
Yes.
Because usually, if there's charity organizations in Gotham, they're fairly well marked and they provide different things to folks in the community. This seems different to me. So I'm going to go and I'm going to park. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to park alongside this van. And I'm getting out of the vehicle.
So you're just going to pull up alongside of it?
Yep. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see if the roaches scatter.
Oh my goodness. All right. So as you are pulling up, you can see that the people gathered around the van immediately tense up, and because they're just they sort of close ranks, right? Because they're just not sure who this might be driving down the street. And so as you gently pull the Batmobile to a stop, a couple of these guys come around from the back, and you can see that they are brandishing firearms. Like one of them has like an old army surplus, like um, carbine, and then another one is
okay,
like
can I see this
holding
from
a pistol.
Can I see this from the
Yes.
window? Can I
Yes,
see this
yes,
from
yes. Yes, this is
Okay,
before you
so
get out. This is
I think
before you get out.
I'm not going to get out. I did not if I thought they were armed, I would be I mean, I didn't realize that they had guns. Okay, so I'm just
Now,
saying.
the weird thing about these folk is that they're dressed in just sort of like casual garb, like they're wearing like slacks with belts and like polo shirts,
On a rainy night, like with the like a
with members only
windbreakers.
jackets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
windbreakers.
windbreakers over their polo shirts.
Okay.
And but they do have like baseball caps on, and they're kind of pulled down over their faces, so it's a little hard to make out their features.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I might I'm like slowing down.
Yeah.
But I'm not stopping yet. So I'm slowing down to see what I can see.
So one of them's like holding his hand up like he's a fucking, border crossing inspector or something,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I stop.
And so this is the guy with the pistol.
Yeah.
Which he's just holding. He's got his hand on the handle, but it's holstered. But the other guy definitely has his rifle at like kind of rest position. They could like bring it up to aim and fire any moment. And so the guy with the pistol is kind of coming around the front, sort of like examining your car, like giving it the once over,
Can I drive away since he's no longer in front of my vehicle?
Yeah, you could if you want. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit because he's not in front of the vehicle anymore.
Right.
Okay.
And so yeah, he's kind of looking it up and down, and then he kind of gets this look on his face like he's surprised, and he looks across the other guy and he says, "Hey Marv, I think this is the Batmobile." And the other guy goes, "What? Batman, are you in there?"
Shit. What do I do?
And then you just like rolled up at the fucking Batmobile, like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
Yeah, basically. They're all armed to the teeth, it sounds like.
Yes.
That's not good for me.
You can take them.
I know. I'm trying to think, like, they're surprised it's a Batmobile. They're not like scared that it's a Batmobile.
No, they seem pleasantly surprised, in fact.
All right, so I'm gonna get out of the vehicle.
All right, so the hatch-like door, pneumatically
slides
up, yeah. And you clamber out.
Clamber? No, I smoothly get out of my
damn
vehicle.
Bucket seats.
No.
Yeah, no, you smoothly emerge.
Yes.
And so as you stand to your full height, looking down at this guy, he's like looking up at you, and he's got this expression of awe on his face, and he's like, "It is the Batman." And at this point, like, the other people are coming out from around the corner of the vehicle, and they're like, "Oh, that's Batman," And so one of them says, "Batman, are you here to help us out? We're just about to start our patrol."
What patrol?
Well, we patrol the boundary here between our neighborhoods and those streets over there. We gotta keep our streets safe. You know all about that.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. I say, I'm here tonight.
So another one kind of looks a little unsure. But he's like, "Well, with all due respect, sir, the situation was getting quite out of hand over here, and we felt we needed to do what we had to do to protect ourselves."
So who's in charge here?
So the guy with the pistol steps up and he says, "That's me, sir. I'm Alden Lansbury." I'm the head of this streets patrol.
How often are you patrolling?
Well, we try and patrol as much as we can, of course, but certainly no less than 3 nights a week.
I feel super stymied.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not here to negotiate with them. Like, those aren't really my... But I have charisma. And I have influence, too. So...
yeah, you could try that.
Yeah, so I'll say... like, as I said, I'm here tonight, so you don't have to do this.
And
so I guess I could roll with my charisma?
Yeah, so let's go to it here. You're gonna
Okay.
try and influence them. And
But my
so
influence is 10, my charisma is 12.
right, exactly. So would you rather, let's see, we're gonna do your influence versus their spirit. And then for the effect, you're gonna use, I think you're gonna use your aura. Let me just double check on that. So you can use your charisma either for your influence or your aura, if
I'm
I'm
gonna use it for my
correct.
aura because my aura is 8.
Okay, so let me just double check here. Okay. Interrogation, persuasion, yes. Okay, so what we do with that is try to persuade a character with the influence versus spirit. Okay. And then you want to oh, okay. So you're actually okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. When your hero tries to persuade the offense. Okay. Aha. Interesting. So let me just look at my handy dandy chart here. Opposing value and resistance value is target's influence and spirit. Okay. So actually, yeah, it's just influence versus influence and spirit versus spirit. Aura
Okay,
does
but I
not.
can use charisma to augment it, right?
Yes. So which one would you rather substitute? Influence or spirit?
Influence.
Okay.
Influence.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So we are going to
Okay. Oh my god.
do that. Let me just get his stats here. Okay. All right. So, okay. He has an influence of 3, and you're doing 12, you said?
Yes.
12 versus 3. All right. He does have hero points.
Okay.
I am going to spend 3 hero points to boost his influence to 6. Would you like to spend any?
Yeah, I'm gonna use 2.
Okay. So that would make it 14.
Yeah.
All right. Please roll your dice. You need a 4 or better.
Okay, let me just logging my hero points.
Yep.
10.
10. All right. Oh, not quite enough for column shift, unfortunately.
Oh, but it's even, so I can roll again.
Oh, you roll doubles?
Oh, I
Did you roll
rolled
two
6 and a
fives?
4. No,
Ah, dang
sorry,
it.
6 and
Oh,
4.
okay. All right, no problem. So
Okay.
then we are going to do your, once again, your influence, but this one versus his spirit.
Okay.
His spirit is 4.
Are you
I
spending what
am
points?
I'm going to spend 4 points to make it 8.
Okay, my spirit is, well, it's 12 with my charisma. Or I can only use it for
No,
1, right?
only 1. Yeah.
So I'm gonna use 4 for my. I'm gonna use 4,
And
or
make it
I'm
a
gonna use
what?
5 to make it a 15.
Make it a 15. Okay.
So I'm just logging my hero points here. Okay. All right.
Cool. All
So mine
right.
is 15. 15 opposing his
His 8.
sit 8. Okay.
So you need an 8 or better.
Oh shit. 11.
Okay, great. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. You're not rolling. Sorry. I got confused. This is just the results table, so you don't actually have to roll at all. So I'm just checking to see how much you're doing here. So your 15 versus his 8 does 8 points of spirit damage.
Okay.
Which is enough to knock him down to 0.
Okay.
Okay. So that's right. You only just have to do the 1 roll. Okay. I will remember that.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. All right. Okay. So.
But I spent the action points.
Yeah. Oh, technically it was your influence versus his aura, but his aura is also 3, so all good.
Okay.
All good.
All right.
Okay, so it's influence versus aura, and then influence and spirit. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. You got it. You persuaded him. So, um, so you're telling him to stand down, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, so he kind of like swallows, hard, and
Mm-hmm.
seems to kind of realize he's out of his league.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, "All right, gentlemen, it's our lucky night. The Batman is here, and he's going to take care of tonight's patrol. We can all go home to our families." And everyone's like, "All right, yeah, you show them, bats."
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear the sound of like weapons and munitions being like loaded
Oh,
back into the van as
Christ.
everyone kind of like heads off for their various residences.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was
So I
good.
get.
That was a very Batman way to handle it, actually. I thought.
Well,
It's just
yeah.
it's just kind of like, now you good citizens don't, even if you're like, "Oh, these people are fucking dog shit on the
Provincial
bottom of my
putzes.
shoe."
Yeah.
But it's like, you good citizens don't necessarily want to do this, do you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good because it prevented a really bad situation from unfolding.
It did indeed.
So I'm a preventive work. I do preventative stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
Always better to prevent if you can.
that's right. So I wait until they kind of like all move out of and they probably take the van and I get out of the
Hmm.
way and
Yeah.
I continue along the street
Yeah.
to go to what I think is probably where they were going to go patrol.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. Okay. Each segment. Yep. Okay. So basically, yeah, you are just kind of doing your thing,
Mm-hmm.
keeping an eye out, seeing if there's anything else going on when your onboard bat phone
Mm.
begins to ring.
All right, I push the button. It's Batman.
Well, I don't think you have to
Hello.
identify yourself. Hello, this is Batman
I
speaking.
like that. I like doing that.
All right, all right. So there's a little video monitor, that clicks on, and
Yeah.
you can see it's Alfred,
Oh, yeah.
and you can immediately hear the sound in the background. Like this just sort of cacophony. He's no longer in the Batcave. He's up in your study, and
Oh,
there's just this like
no.
crashing, smashing sound and like yelling, like this very like almost like bestial yelling.
Oh,
And but of course, he's unflappable as ever,
yeah.
and he says, "Hello, Master Wayne. You are needed back at the manor."
All right, so I like zoom. I'm like, I know all the
You
little.
floor it.
I zoom it the fuck out of there. I basically like know every little back street, every little shortcut to get back
Yeah.
to Wayne Manor as fast as possible.
Okay.
So I pull up in front of the estate.
Indeed.
I hope
Yes.
so. At least I'm assuming I
I
make it there.
I I believe you do. Yes, indeed.
Did
Let's
any
see here.
villains put like little like nail tracks or whatever they call those what do they call those strips?
Oh, spike strips.
Bike strips down in front of Wayne Manor as I'm trying to get to the top, to the front of the home. Okay,
Don't give me ideas.
dude,
Um,
I'm full of them.
you are. Um, no, no. You make it back in time.
I zoom up, and what do
Um,
I see in front of Wayne Manor?
you see here. I can even calculate how quickly you can get back, which is pretty
Oh,
cool. So
okay. Is it? I am curious
yes.
how long it would take me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. It said you had a speed of 8, right, on that Batmobile.
That is it doesn't have a speed. It has strength 7,
Or
body
what is
9, running 8. Running
running?
is it
Yes,
running?
that's right.
Okay.
Running.
Okay. Okay.
Running 8. Wow. So the Batmobile can get up to 250 miles an hour.
Nice.
Of course, that's on an open road. But
Right, which we're not
yeah, I
on,
think
but
I think we can assume that you get back pretty fucking quick, right?
okay,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're, if you're, let's say 8 miles away,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, you could make it back in just minutes, really.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Okay, so you now here's a question. Are you driving the Batmobile to Wayne Manor or are you
No, no,
driving
no,
it
no,
into
no.
the
I mean,
Batcave?
I know I said
I
Wayne
mean,
Manor,
you
but
could
I
show
mean
up as Batman at Wayne Manor and be
that's
like,
the
oh, I
thing.
heard there's a disturbance, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, part of me was thinking of that, but it might be better to kind of get into the house in a back way that they're not
Right.
suspecting Batman to appear.
Okay. All right.
You know,
That's yep,
so
that works as well.
so I'm gonna use
Um,
my little thief abilities to kind of stealthily. I'm gonna come up through the Batcave, basically.
you're coming through the Batcave. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So you park back in the Batcave,
Yes.
scarcely an hour after you left.
Yeah.
And of course down here you can well, here's the thing. Down here you have your bat computer
Yeah.
with your
Exactly.
monitors and everything.
Security. Oh yeah, yeah.
So
So
you could
yeah,
just
I'm
click
check.
on some cameras, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
That's
right.
what I do.
Okay. So you click on the cameras, you can see Alfred kind of guardedly standing behind your big antique heirloom writing desk,
Mm-hmm.
nervously watching the door to the study,
Mm-hmm.
which he has closed and, you know, pushed a little chaise longue up against, you know. And then as you know, cycle through the different cameras, finally you get to one of the cameras that overlooks the what would you call it? The sort of the hall,
Foyer.
the well, not the foyer. You know, this is like the you know the grand hall where you have the
Oh.
fireplace and the
Oh
you
yes,
know
yes, yes. Okay.
and the leather couches and everything and
Yes,
the you know
yes.
and what you see is this hulking brute, this massive man. Like he's just like a almost literal mountain of muscles, rippling
Oh
muscles.
no. Oh no. Uh-oh.
No, it's not that guy.
Hmm.
But no, he's wearing like kind of ragged clothes. His hair is very
Why
like
is the
kind
Hulk
of
here?
it's not the
It's
Hulk.
Bruce
We're
Banner.
not doing it. We're not doing a crossover.
Okay. All
His
right.
hair is very like kind of stringy and patchy.
Oh.
Um, you know, he looks like he has like like kind of structural deformities in addition to
Oh.
his
Okay.
muscles,
Okay.
and he's yeah, he's just tearing apart the hall. Like he
What the
picks
hell?
up like a couch and like literally just hurls it into the marble mantle around your fireplace, and like you know part of the couch splinters from the impact.
Okay.
You can see there's another fellow
Uh-huh.
nearby,
Uh-huh.
and he's just kind of looking around,
Okay.
and he you know he's just like a normal looking guy, looks completely you know unremarkable, just regular clothes, not in any outlandish costume or anything.
Okay.
And but
oh
he's
yeah.
just kind of he's kind of looking around, and he has a camcorder on his shoulders, and he's just kind of like getting footage of everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm running. I am trying to get back up to like one of the entrances into back into Wayne Manor from the
Mm-hmm.
Batcave.
Okay.
It's like an elevator. It's like this fast, like quick elevator that kind
Yeah.
of like, has a false front, etc., etc.
Right.
That is basically like part of like the shelves and the study, okay,
Mm-hmm.
where Alfred
Yep.
is.
Okay. Right.
And just so that he knows that I'm here,
Okay.
you know?
Yep.
And so I'll come out and I'll just say, when did this start? When did this start? What?
So no, it's good. It's good. So he says they came knocking at about half an hour ago. The large one was howling for the Batman.
Okay. So I just nod and I'll
Mm-hmm.
head back into the elevator because it goes to different floors in the house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go into the floor that is like the main room, right? Where the main room
Okay.
is.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's going to be like one of the little like closets that's like nearby this main room where all the ruckus is happening.
Okay.
So I will emerge in the hallway in the shadows, and I feel like I could be behind the guy with the camcorder, maybe, or
sure, that's fine. Yep.
Okay. So I want to take him out first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't need that videotape. I don't need anything recording anything that's happening here. So I would like to come up behind this guy and like basically like, you know, knock him out and take his camera and like stash it somewhere.
All right. So sounds like you're trying to be
martial
sneaky.
Arts. I am trying to do some thieving, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna cover that first.
Okay, set dex.
Let's see here. Thief. Well, you're gonna use your thief skill actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
10.
What is your thief? 10?
10.
Okay, so same.
All right. So I'm gonna come up behind him, hopefully.
Okay, and then let me see here.
What are you doing here?
You're trying.
We fucking go to school here.
Oh my god.
You will be schooled here.
Oh my goodness. All right. So all right. So I will say that
please tell me if the Batman voice is really bad. Because I'll stop it if it's annoying to hear. Seriously, if it's annoying.
No, it's good.
Okay, okay. All right. I don't want it to be like grating to listen to. Okay.
No, of course. All right, so it's not so much I'm not trying to figure out whether you can sneak up on this guy undetected, because I think that's pretty easy.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking to see if maybe the big brute is going to
notices. Yeah, totally. Exactly. Because he might have like super hearing or something wacky there.
Yeah, exactly. You never know with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what secret powers they hide.
Possess.
All right.
Hide? Wait, what?
What? Oh, no. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to match it against his, I think his spirit. Let me just double check on this. What is the difference between spirit and aura, I ask?
I feel like spirit is like internal and aura is your like exterior, like charisma.
Aura, ease, okay. Mystical strength. Oh, that doesn't really cover it. Will, mental power, mental energy. Okay. And then, okay. Interesting. I wonder what we would do for like a perception type situation.
I feel like that would be mind.
Yeah, I was thinking mind.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay, so it would be your thief against his mind.
Okay.
And that is a 6.
Okay. So mine is thief is 10.
10.
So I'm gonna use some action points.
Hero points?
I'm sorry, hero points to sorry about that. Hero points to I'm gonna use because it's my house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use 4. Okay.
Okay.
That makes it 14.
4. All right.
To his 6.
I will spend the full 6.
Oh shit.
Make 12? It 12. Yes. Damn Would you like to boost further?
No. Let's make it fun.
Let's
see what happens. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Give me that roll.
Oh shit. Oh no. 4.
Oh no.
He does have super hearing. Or he just
noticed. He must.
Or more. No, because I'm just like, ooh, I knocked something over. I think I might accidentally knock something over. I know it's my house. Well, but these kinds of stupid shit things happen.
No. He's been throwing shit around. So you're not as, like there's something in the way. There's something in the way.
No. And so basically I trip unceremoniously over like a downed, grandfather clock or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, you didn't fumble, so like, but maybe you just bump into this down grandfather clock and it goes boom. Like
it makes an obvious gong sound. Yeah, so all
And
eyes on me, baby.
all eyes on you. And so the guy with the camcorder whips around. He's still holding it.
Ah,
The this brutish fellow looks, his head whips around, and the camcorder guy says, "You see, Mark, I told you you'd find the Batman here."
here we go. All right,
And and
yeah.
so yeah, the big guy just, his eyes kind of bug out, and he just goes, and he starts like kind of coming at you. So we're gonna need
Okay.
some initiative here.
Okay, there's some things I want to do. I'm already picturing some moves I want to make.
All
But I
right.
need to roll initiative first. So my initiative's 34.
Yep.
What do I have to
And
do?
you're gonna roll a d10 and add to that.
Oh, god damn it. All right. 37.
Well, that's fine because I only have a 13.
That's fine.
So,
Well, I just
this guy isn't the quickest
well,
hunk of
yeah,
muscle that you'll
I
ever
bet.
see.
Okay, so can I talk about what I would like to do?
Yes, please. Yes, in fact, that's what we have to do. So
Okay.
the way the combat works is that we announce our actions. You get a free action, and then
Mm,
you get a dice action, I think they call them. And so and then we go in
okay.
reverse initiative order. So I actually go first, so you can have some idea of what I'm planning to do, since I
Oh,
rolled lower
okay.
than you.
Because I already have an idea of what I want to do, but
Okay, so basically, my intention is to move towards you and begin pummeling you.
yeah, of course. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say what I want to do.
Yes. What
Okay.
is your action?
So I want to like shoot my bat
Ooh.
my little bat, what do they call
Oh
the
yeah. The thing. The thing.
thing with the
The thing
thing?
with the
The
thing.
gun that shoots the little cable out, a bat cable.
Yes, that's
So I
right.
want to shoot the bat cable out either, I don't know, I think it's a fixed maybe. They usually do like a utility belt or gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the gun idea. So I can shoot the cable up into one of the pillars. So I could swing. I want to swing away from the big guy
Yeah.
but like pointing my both feet at the guy holding the camera because they're next to each other, right?
They're proximate to each other. Yeah.
So I want to like swing out of the way of the big guy while knocking over the little guy.
Oh, you want to? Okay. Okay. That would be a
Is that like a
multi-action. We can
yeah, yeah,
accommodate that.
yeah.
By the way,
So first up,
Batgirl is in here. I
oh
didn't
good.
see.
Okay,
Yes.
excellent.
Okay.
Lovely.
All right. So that's your batarang. That's the batarang.
That's the battering. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna use the
So that
battering
would be
to
the gliding. That would be the
glide.
gliding part. Ah, see?
See, but I was
Okay.
thinking I had like wings that I would like jump off of a building and stuff like that. Not like
Well,
swinging
you'll
like
just have to
Tarzan.
design that gadget for yourself then.
Bat wings. Okay. Whatever they're called. Don't get mad at us,
Yes.
everybody. So ideally I'm shooting up at one of the pillars to
The pedants have turned this off long ago,
oh
so
good.
don't worry about that.
So I'm shooting up at the pillar to
Yes.
swing away from the big guy while
Yes.
hoping to either clock the guy with the camcorder with my
Yep. You want to kind
fist
of kick him on
or
your way up.
kick. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably a
Mm-hmm.
kick. Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, honestly, I mean, I kind of feel like the Batarang is maybe even a free action because you're just sort of you're pointing and pulling the trigger. You're
Yeah.
not really rolling for that. Like
No, 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 no.
it's just
Yeah,
sending it's
yeah. That's my free move. Yeah,
and then you
right.
pull the trigger to up you go.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's not even a multi-action actually.
Oh,
You're just gonna
okay.
kick out at this dude and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, try to kick him. Are you trying to kick him or are you trying to kick the camera?
I want to kick. I want to kick him because he'll drop the camera if I kick him.
Okay.
And there's no guarantee that I'll be able to kick the camera out of his hands.
For sure.
So
Okay.
if I kick him, he'll drop it.
Alrighty. So I have no hero points for this guy. So yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
All right. So this is using
2d10. Oh, this is your deck. Sorry.
my dex. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens. Ooh, 7.
Okay. Well, that definitely succeeds. Not enough for column shift, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to substitute your martial arts for your effect value?
It's the same.
No, it's
I've
your body. I'm sorry, your strength is your effect value.
Oh, is it? Oh, yes, I do
Mhm.
then. Yeah, so that's 10.
Okay, cool. All right. So, hmm. In that case, I am. So these guys are kind of linked. So, the big dude can spend hero points on behalf of the little
Oh,
dude.
interesting. Okay.
So
All right.
I am going to spend some points on that just to. Well, no, that still wouldn't do any good. Okay, that's fine. Hmm. Interesting turn of events. Okay, so you clock him on your on your way up, and you like kind of get him right
Pow.
on the jaw or whatever. Yeah, kapow, and he goes down
Hmm.
like a sack of potatoes.
Right.
And
The camera, does the camera, where's
camera
the
falls from
camera?
his hands. Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. So I swing there and I land like, I don't know,
On a
in the other,
landing.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay. All right. So again, this muscled fellow looks up and he was like, it's like, come down here, I smash, and he's like kind of, you know,
Are you sure this
throwing
isn't the
chairs
Hulk?
out of the way. I'm sure.
All right. So I'm just looking at him. I'm trying to remember who he is. And like, does he look familiar to me? So,
Okay.
detective.
Let's,
I'd like to use my detective skills to like remind myself of like I go
yes.
through rosters of these
Sure,
people,
sure.
and I try to like understand like all the different elements in Gotham.
Okay.
Is it ringing a bell?
All right. Um, mhm. Okay. Okay, I like it. So, let's see. This would be so in situations like this where you're not like acting against somebody, I just do the old um like difficulty rating, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like average and challenging and extreme and all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I think what's your detective skill?
12.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
I'm a
Making it look easy,
superhero.
Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 12 against a 4.
Why are you
So
so disappointed sounding?
you need a 4 high. I know. I'm just like, but it's a challenging. I mean,
I'm
it's
not.
difficult.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah. Okay.
difficult, but it's fine. 12 against
Uh,
4, you need a 4 or higher.
6.
Okay. All right. So something in what that other guy said, and then looking down at this dude's face as he's screaming up at you, he called him Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as this poor fellow's face has been deformed by osseous growths and whatnot, and his hair is falling out in patches and all this, you see the eyes, and the eyes um bring up a memory.
Mm. Uh-oh. Is it a trauma? Is it a traumatic flashback?
It's go ahead and roll 2d10. Let's see.
Oh no.
Damn it. So remember, you have to roll 11 or higher.
13.
Nice. Okay, so no, you remember looking into these very eyes once before, but they were it was at a time when you were not in your Batman persona. Um, you were out in the world as Bruce Wayne, and however, this was somebody he didn't look like this then for sure, but it was a young scientist who worked at the R&D labs of Wayne Enterprises,
Oh no.
and there had been an accident,
Oh
and
no.
you were in the building at the time, and they thought everyone had gotten out, but you went back to just double check, and you found him, trapped in one of the labs, and you helped get him out and saved his life, basically.
Hmm. Okay. So do I
So
know his full name?
yeah, Mark Desmond.
Okay.
So he would know you as Bruce Wayne.
Right. Okay. But why does he have a beef with Batman? Is my thought.
That's a good question.
He's here. Okay. So I'll say so what did he last say to me? Something like get down here, like blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he's like looking for a way to get up to you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Yeah.
roll initiative
Yeah.
again.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah,
No, no. Well, I'm not being sarcastic.
no, 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 let's do that. All right.
All right.
I
So
so before you
41.
roll,
Oh,
oh
fuck.
dang it. I was gonna say I'm
What?
gonna well, we have to spend hero points on initiative before we roll.
What?
Um
Since when?
since always,
I
because
don't remember
then,
hearing that. Sorry.
oh,
Okay.
okay, well
Sorry,
fine.
sorry.
Yeah, because you can't retroactively spend them to be like, oh, well
I
then
don't
I'll
want
just,
to. No, I don't.
yeah.
I'm not. I was just going with what the role is only. I
Now,
don't want to spend it.
I don't think there's a limit. You don't want to spend, you say.
No, I don't. Not on this.
Okay. I don't think there's a limit on how many I can spend. So I'm going to spend 20.
Why?
Because I'm trying to win the initiative. Ah, oh, come on.
What'd you get?
29. 29.
Well, it's 41. I mean,
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna like literally start sort of like, he's gonna like just grab a hold of like part of the wall and just like
okay.
launch himself up at you, you know.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what he's gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna try to get back down. From where
That's easily
he's
done. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to jump down and what?
I want to get the camcorder.
Oh, you're running for the camcorder. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough. So as he's like, about to start climbing the wall, you leap out over him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get a dex roll just to see if you can make
Mm-hmm.
that jump, without
Sure.
problems.
All right.
Should be pretty
Do I have
easy.
to do anything?
Yep, you're gonna roll. You're gonna
That's it.
do your standard roll.
All right, that's an 8.
That's perfectly fine. Okay. So yeah, you you flap out overhead, your cape fluttering behind you,
Mm-hmm.
and land gracefully.
I don't think I'm
then...
flapping. I jump and I leap.
Well, no, not you flapping. I mean, the cape is flapping behind you. Like,
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You just
do a
said
little
like
barrel,
I'm
or
flapping.
do a little somersault as you
That's
hit
right.
the ground, and
Mm-hmm.
then just come down with your hand on the camcorder.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I throw it like a football out the window. No, I'm kidding.
Throw it into the fire.
I should actually. That was probably going to be what I'm going to do next. There's an active fire going. All right, so.
Okay, so then yeah, so our muscled friend Mark Desmond has scarcely even had time to register what just happened, and he's kind of got his fingers buried into the plaster of this wall, and he's like looking over his shoulder. So new round. I will once again spend 20 hero points on initiative. Do you want to spend any?
On initiative again?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna I'll spend 10.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh man. Okay.
Jesus, cannot roll for shit. I got.
Yeah, I'm rolling
38.
I'm rolling shitty. I'm rolling shitty too.
Well,
so
I got
37 plus 10 is 47.
Oh, if only you hadn't spent those 10 points. All right, well, he's gonna rush at you. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm trying to I'm just leaping away from him. And I think that so he's leaping toward me.
But you get to act first, so
I get to so I'm gonna pick up that camcorder and I want to throw it into the fire. I'm just gonna stand there, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna pick up the camcorder and throw it toward the fireplace.
All right, no roll needed for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you toss it into the fire, and then this guy comes barreling into you like a freight train.
Yeah. I'll take it.
So, all right. Well, yeah, I mean,
I have
okay,
stuff
I'm
in my
spending.
utility belt, by the way.
Yes, you do.
Hmm.
Plastic explosives. All
No.
right, so I'm gonna spend 5 hero points to boost his dex. Would you like
Hmm.
to spend any?
Yeah. Hell yes, I would. So I'm gonna spend 10, a full 10. So it's 20 decks. Dude, I
Okie
need to get out of there.
dokie.
I need to get out of
Yes,
there.
you do. Okay. All right. So you are effectively acting with a dex of 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So let's do that. All right. Let's see. What did I
Hmm?
get? No, that's not even close. Damn it. It was almost doubles. All
What?
right. So, yeah. So I needed to roll a 21 on 2d10. So basically, I had to roll doubles in
Hmm.
order for that to work. It did not. I got a 13 instead. So it's actually really cool because like
Oh,
you not only do you throw the camcorder, but you sort of
leap away.
balletically get out of the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't have to roll? I just spent the 10 points?
Yeah, you spent the 10 points. It made it way harder for me to hit
Oh,
you.
oh, good.
So
Okay.
there
All
you
right,
go.
cool. All right, so what's
Okay.
next?
New round. So I'm running out of hero points, so I'm just gonna roll initiative. Oh yeah, now I roll a fucking 10. Okay. So
Womp womp.
I got 26 on
Oh,
initiative, so you win
oh.
automatically.
I have a 37 again.
So
So
he's going to continue pursuing you. He just wants to pound you
what
into
the?
pulp,
Okay,
and
so
and he's just
I'm
like Batman. Hey!
okay, so I have to have some tranquilizers in my utility belt.
I mean, we can only go off of what it said was in your
God
utility
fucking
belt.
damn it. All right. Well, guess
Yeah.
what? I have tranquilizers everywhere in Wayne Manor. There's
Do you?
tranquilizers all over. There's a
No, you
tranquilizer
don't.
gun.
You do not have
There.
tranquil. No, you do not.
No, actually, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna do a bat call.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
summon my bats to fuck with his brain
I like it. I
and
like
like
it.
pull his
Bring him
hair
up.
and like fly in his face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's great. So they're going to come up out of like all the heating vents and
Well,
you know,
there's other
come
little
in through
bat
the
tubes.
windows
There's
and
bat tubes
bat
and stuff.
tubes.
Bat tubes, bat
I'm just
windows.
I'm just
You know.
I'm just picturing that they're coming up out of the bat cave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um
Yeah, there's like different shafts that like yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ventilation issues with the bat cave, so, you know.
yeah, it's pretty draft. The energy bills are
Mm,
astronomical.
they are. It is astronomical. That's why we have a fire going at all times, even in the summer. So, can I call my bats, please?
Yes. All right. So it's animal summoning 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
body
Within
4.
range of the power. Okay. So
Yep,
that's
yep, yep.
presumably
Wayne Manor.
within range 13, which is
Echolocation.
8 miles.
Hell yeah. So
Okay.
every bat within 8 miles come to Wayne Manor to attack this big
As
dude who's
many animals
bothering.
of the specified type as the character desires.
Dude,
Yep.
what
So
kind of what
every,
kind of world of darkness? Why am I always summoning animals?
I know. We'll travel towards the character with best speed.
It's
Okay.
just bats though, nothing
Yeah.
else.
All right. All right. So
What?
so you activate the bat call, and of course, not every bat within 8 miles is going to be there instantaneously.
Mhm.
But
They'll arrive. They're on their way.
yes, exactly. So hmm, you see, a round of combat is 0 APs of time, which is 4 seconds. So I'm going to say that they're not going to show up immediately
No,
because
I know that.
you're not in the bat cave, right?
I know that. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
you
well
you just
aware.
you just punch your
Bat
bat
call.
call. All
Uh-huh.
right, so now our boy's coming in.
Yeah.
He's going to try and
Yeah,
you
I'm trying
know
to give you some chances.
mess you up here. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
So let me just figure out an approximate amount of time it's going to
Sure.
take them. Let's say for the bats there, and
Well,
then
there's some that are in the cave itself proper.
right,
So they're
exactly.
on the premises. I've created a nice little bat haven for all the bats to like enjoy hanging out there with me.
Right, right. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. So he's gonna try and stalk you. And your dex is 10. Do you
Yeah.
want to spend any hero points?
Yes, I do. I'm
What are you spending?
gonna.
I'm
I
not
can't.
spending any, just by the way. I'm
I'm
not spending any.
doubling it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I gotta get out of there. I can't get pummeled. This is why I have Dex. This is why I have,
I know. You're just
what
you're
I've been
just prancing
training for.
around here.
I'm
Yeah.
not prancing. I'm leaping and I'm very agile.
All right, yeah, you agilely avoid him.
So
As he smashes a coffee table instead, he's just
yeah, so I'm
absolutely
like,
wrecking your house.
yeah, I'm up on the mantle.
Oh my god. Okay.
What? You know, there's giant mantles, like, and
Right.
I'm standing up. It's like a giant fireplace, and it's like this
Okay.
giant,
Right,
like, it's
right.
a large mantle that a person could stand on top of if they needed
Okay.
to.
Sounds good.
All
Into it.
right. I don't know. Whenever you laugh at things, I'm like,
That was just unexpected. I laughed because it was unexpected.
okay, because there's a giant mirror, up over the mantle.
Right, right.
And so, anyway, so this guy is just trashing my house. I don't know what to do. Let's see. I'm looking at all my things that I have. Because I also have lightning reflexes, by the way. That's one of my advantages. So
It's baked in. Baked
yes. So, I think I'm gonna try to use the batarang to tie him up.
Ah, very good.
So I'm gonna try to like do that. I'm not gonna use plastic explosives on him. You're ridiculous, by the way, for saying that. All right, so I'm gonna do. Okay, so there's a there's like a wall, like a chandelier, I guess. Yeah, there's a chandelier above this
Sure.
area, this
Reasonable
hall.
enough. Yep.
So I think what I could do is I could swing around and I could like swing around him with the batarang and like tie him up. Because that's what Batman does, is he ties up people all the time.
Well, yes, DC heroes in general are very into that.
We tie people up nonstop, tying
people up
all day, every day.
Okay, that's fine. So you're gonna use the batarang to swing yourself. Am I understanding that correctly?
I want to leap to jump onto the chandelier.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna have the little like prongs to prong into him to Okay, wait. I'm trying. You know what I'm trying to do?
What are you trying to do?
You understand what I'm trying to do? Like I'm trying to swing around this massive thing and tie him up with the batarang.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you're making it more complicated than it needs to be. I think you can just shoot the batarang at him.
That's what I mean.
It's a batarang. It's going to loop around and come back around.
That's what I mean.
So you don't need to bother with the chandelier.
Oh, okay. I just want to avoid him. Okay. All right. As long as I don't break the chandelier, I'm happy.
Well, okay. So the chandelier doesn't need to figure into it. So there'd be two options, I would say. One is you can shoot the batarang at him and it'll loop around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But you'd be on the other end.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to hold on to the chandelier. So I can like swing around him, like by keeping myself stationary. I'm trying to think of physics. Sorry.
You're on the mantle already, right? He's on the ground. He's on the floor. So I'm just saying, you can shoot the thing; it'll loop around him, and immobilize him. Or, or you could use the batarang to bring down the chandelier, and that would crash down onto him, which would, not connect him to you if you were concerned with that.
Yeah, that's the main. I don't want him pulling me. That's the thing that I think I'm feeling nervous about.
Yes, I can tell. Yes.
So I think I might shoot. Oh, I guess I gotta trash another chandelier. So I think I would like batarang myself up on top of the chandelier to pull it down to drop on top of him. So not just me, but the chandelier is dropping on top of him.
All right. So you're pulling a Phantom of the Opera type situation.
Okay, not really, but okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be 2 rounds, but that's fine. So I'm picturing like you pull the batarang out again and like point it at him, and then it's like zoop, and then you point it up instead. Like...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I do that. Yeah. I point at him, and I'm like, and I look up, and then I shoot up at the chandelier to launch myself up onto it.
Yeah, so
to like pull it down.
Sound and
and up I go.
Let's just get a roll to see how well you do that.
Not very well. So
your dex,
let's see.
please.
Yes, yes, yes. Would this be? Yeah, it's dex. Okay, I was just looking at stuff. Oop, oop. Oh, that's a 6.
Oh, you needed a 5. So you're good.
Oh no. So I do it, but it's a little shaky. Like this is not the best thought out idea.
Yeah,
Probably won't do this again, but I'm trying it.
right. You feel his giant meaty hands, scrape past you as you go.
Yeah.
And okay. And so but now you are perched kind of between the chandelier and the hanging chain.
Yeah.
He's down there shaking his hands at you, unable to do anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna unleash the chandelier.
All right, so you're gonna try and like kick it down or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get another roll. This would be your body.
Okay. Body is 6.
6. Okay.
Let's see. Oh no, I keep forgetting I have the shuriken.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I guess I would have been better is to throw the shuriken at the chain to break the chain from the chandelier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm here now. So I'm just gonna I can't kick it. It's just gonna swing. I'm not that strong. I can't kick through a chain. So
right. No. Trying to leverage it off the hanger.
No, I wanted to just stand on it and come down on him with the chandelier too. I wanted to stand on the chandelier.
Oh, you want to come down with the chandelier?
Yes,
wow.
yes,
okay.
yes.
All right. Well, that I guess that would make it a little easier. So yeah, go ahead and make a roll. You want to spend any hero points?
235-pound man. No, I'm not spending. No. So I'm gonna stand on it to pull it down to bring it down with him.
Okay.
On top of him. Okay. So is this still strength or body or what?
It's his body.
Okay. So my body is 6.
Or strength. Let's make it strength.
Strength. Oh, strength. Okay. So I am gonna spend on this.
Okay.
No, I'm not actually. I want to complicate it. So
all right. What's
my
your strength?
Strength is 5.
Okay. Cool. Go for it.
12.
Nice. So actually, you succeeded and got a column shift there.
Oh, all right.
So now we look at your body. What's your body? 6?
6.
Okay. I just want to calculate here. Okay. Very good. Very good. So I am going to say that, yeah, you kind of like position your feet on the chandelier, and then you just use your upper body strength to just kind of push against it until the chain begins to snap off the little hanger hook or whatever. And then you come down with the chandelier.
All right.
Let me see here. I'll figure out how much damage that does. There's no rules for falling damage in here, I don't think.
Aww.
But I'll just assign an arbitrary body value to the chandelier. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? I can look on the benchmark APs and guesstimate how much this chandelier weighs, right?
Okay.
How much do you think a chandelier weighs?
It's probably, something like that is like, I don't know, probably between 100 150 pounds.
Okay. So we'll give it a body of 2.
It's like a metal.
Yeah. Thing. Yeah. So we'll give it a body of 2 against his body. Now, we'll add your body because you're also falling, right?
Yeah.
So what is your body again?
It's 6.
Okay, so we just add those 2 together. So that becomes 8.
All right.
Do you want to spend any hero points? You could spend up to 6.
Sure.
Okay. What do you want to spend?
6.
Oh, okay. So that makes it 14 altogether, which is good because his body is 12. So the chandelier lands on top of this guy. The whole thing, just explodes in this massive, cacophony. You roll off of it, come back up. You see this, giant rubble pile, all the plaster and
Mm-hmm.
stuff's falling down as well. And then
Mm-hmm.
he starts to like pick himself up off the ground.
Oh shit. So that's when I get the battering and start to tie him up.
Okay. Yeah, I can't beat your initiative, so there's no point in rolling.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say that he has to spend this round clearing all the stuff off. Also,
Mm-hmm.
the first bats are starting to arrive.
All right. So instead of, I want some of them to harass him, and then where's the other guy?
He's still knocked out.
Okay, good. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So they can just be around and be cool and be bats.
Okay.
Being really loud
So,
and bothering him,
he's
like flying around him and stuff.
yeah. So he's shaking all this stuff off. You're going to try and batarang him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's your dex versus his. Do you want to spend
Mm-hmm.
any hero points?
No.
No. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 12 again.
A 12. Very good. So that is going to get you another column shift. And the body on that batarang was, remind me again?
It's 7.
7. Not bad. Okay. I suppose that would substitute for the strength. We'll just say it does.
Okay.
And okay. Do you want to spend any hero points on that?
No.
Okay. So the batarang zips out and batarangs around him and zoop, 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 ties him up. And he just kind of looks down at it and like just flexes his biceps and the cable snaps.
Wait, what? No, the battering is like strong.
It's strong, but he's stronger.
Call 911. All right. So
Take me to the
I'm
hospital.
so I'm sick. So I'm just like so my eyes do like go, oh shit,
Ooh.
like ooh. And I just think like, what the hell? I'm just gonna have to fight him. I'm gonna just have to do martial art stuff and knock his ass out somehow. I don't know how. I really don't.
Okay,
So
so at this point, well, I mean, you have hurt him. He has been hurt.
so he snaps the cables of the battering,
Yes.
which I resent, and then I
Which I resent.
and then so then I don't have, you said I don't have any tranquilizers or anything on me, so
No.
I have my shuriken, so I can just start throwing them at him. Basically, like I don't really know what to do because he's just not stopping. So I think what I can do is what's around? Like, do I have a fireplace poker and like stuff like that I can wield?
I mean, you're the Batman, man. It's your fucking hands and feet are
Okay, you
registered
know
as
what?
lethal weapons.
All right. So I mean, I'm just, I know. So I'm just, I mean, I'm trying to so I'm gonna fight him. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm
All
gonna
right, so
have to
you're
fight.
just gonna put up your dukes,
We're gonna
basically,
put up our dukes at this point because he has a beef and I just have to squash it. So
All
let's just
right.
start fighting.
All right. So,
I was trying to
so
avoid it.
as you're moving in, we get our free actions, and he just shouts, he shouts, "What did you do to Bruce Wayne?"
I'm confused. So I just say, I'm like, Bruce isn't here.
So as he's coming, he's like, "You heard him.
What?
Roland told me so."
So
And
I look over to the corner. I look over to the corner where that guy is. That I'm thinking
yeah,
that's
like
Roland, right? Do I know Roland?
No.
He lied to you.
Okay, sounds like we're trying for a persuasion here.
Mm-hmm. As I keep my dukes up.
Yeah, exactly.
He lied to you, I say. So I'm like bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, let's see. Once again, we need to go to their persuasion. Okay. All right. I'm just warning you right now.
Oh
You're
no.
fighting an uphill battle, so you're going to want to spend some hero points on
Yeah, no,
this.
I'm fully prepared. I'm fully prepared.
Okay. All right. So you're going to do your influence or charisma, your choice, against his aura,
Hmm.
and then it'll be influence versus spirit to determine the effect. So
All right, so I'm doing charisma.
you're using charisma. That's going to give you a 12 against
Hmm.
his aura. I said,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. So, so normally this would be a cakewalk, but he gets free column shifts because he hates Batman so much. Let's see here. Oh, but that comes in on the result table. Okay, so this part's a bit of a cakewalk, honestly. You just need to roll a 3 or better.
Oh, okay. There's no guarantees.
No, certainly not.
8.
Okay, no column shifts for you, sadly.
I know.
All right, so he gets hella column shifts though. So you are doing your charisma of 12 versus his aura or versus spirit, which is considerably higher than his aura. You can spend up to 12 hero points to boost
Yeah, that's what
this.
I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm doing
All
that.
right. All right. So that takes us up to there, and then I need to count the columns. One, two, three,
Oh,
four.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, yep,
Was
yep.
that pointless? A
Okay.
pointless action? Was that a pointless hero points
It
spend?
wasn't pointless because well actually, yeah, if you had
Yeah, it
gotten
was
column
pointless.
shifts
Yeah.
off your roll, it would have had effect.
So I should have spent the points for that instead of this.
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
We're
whatever.
learning. We're learning the
No,
system.
I know. I'm aware. I'm
Yeah.
aware. I'm not expecting to succeed. I'm just like, oh shit.
All right.
So, all right.
So what did you say? What did you try to tell him? He
He
lied.
lied. He lied to you.
Okay, so that of course just infuriates him further.
Nice. Okay, good.
Uh, all right, so he's gonna try and pummel you.
Okay.
You got your dex of 10, and okay. No hero points for me. Do you want to spend any hero points?
I don't know if there's a point to it at this with it right now.
Okay. Okay, so I succeeded with one column shift. So he is gonna hit you.
Okay.
Now, you can still spend hero points. You can also substitute your martial arts for your resistance value here, which will be a
What's
10.
my resistance value?
Normally, it's
Where's
your
that?
body. Normally, it's your body.
Okay.
Your body is 6, correct?
Yeah.
So you can
So
substitute your
martial.
martial arts. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for 10. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. And I'll just tell you that if you spend any hero points at all, this will negate any damage that you take.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna spend 10.
You could just spend no, you could just spend one, honestly.
Oh, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll spend 2.
Oh, but it really doesn't get you anything else. I'm saying just spend one and that'll
Okay,
cancel out
I
the
was just
damage.
evening out the numbers for me for the math, but
Oh,
okay.
okay. Well, if you want to spend two, that's
No, it's
fine. You
fine.
can do
It's
it.
fine. No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. So his massive fist comes down on you, and you manage to just barely, dodge out of the way and turn into like kind of a glancing blow, which even then like
Yeah.
temporarily benumbs your arm.
Oh, totally. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to try and persuade again?
No, because it's not gonna work. So that's obviously it has no
That's not true.
impact.
That's not true. If you spend hero points and get a good enough roll, you can affect him.
All right, so I'll just say yeah. So I'll just say I'm here to help Bruce too.
Ooh, good one. I like it. Okay, so
And
again, we're using your.
I'm using my charisma.
Yep, so that's
I'm
12.
gonna
So you could spend up to 12.
I'm spending 12.
Okay. Excellent, excellent.
Let me just
And
get this. Okay.
okay.
So, all right.
Alrighty.
Let's try this.
Okay. Go, man, go.
14.
Nice. Okay, so you
All
got two
right.
column shifts off of that.
Okay, good.
Um,
Uh-oh.
okay, so
Well, it's just funny. It's just the thing with learning a new system is that over
yeah.
time, it's like, oh shit, this isn't worth it. It's like, yes, it is. No, it's not. It's like learning that new, the way
Yes.
that it like how it balances itself out eventually. But in the meantime, it's just like shit. So it's easy to get frustrated right away. You know what I
It's
mean?
funny because like I'm used to other systems that have these kinds of mechanics, like bennies or
Oh, okay.
whatever. They're
Uh-huh.
very like parsimonious, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And with DC Heroes, it's like you're supposed to spend hero points like fucking candy,
Oh,
you know?
I'm down to 69 hero points.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So
Right.
just
So you so okay. So you got two column shifts, right?
yes,
On the
yes.
result table.
Yeah.
So, and then we're looking at your charisma versus his spirit.
Spirit. Yeah.
So again, you're gonna want to max out your spends on this one, I think,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
and boost it up to 24, right?
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
Okay. So now I'm gonna count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Very good.
Oh
What?
God. Just hoping something gets through to him.
You see him hesitate.
Mm.
And he kind of lowers his guard a little bit,
Mm.
and he says, Roland told me Batman hurt Bruce Wayne. Sorry about
So
that.
I mean when I said to him, he already said that to me. I said I'm here to help Bruce too.
Uh-huh. Well,
And so
but he's
his
confused. He's having a crisis because
right.
he's like, well, Roland told me something else, you know.
I'm house sitting for Bruce. No, I'm kidding. Um no, like Bruce is traveling.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Let's try it again.
Oh my God. Bruce is traveling. I just like I don't know what to say. Like I am here to help Bruce as well. Like that is to me
Yeah.
the most compelling thing. Everything else is just
I'm
stupid excuses.
yeah.
It's like it's dumb. That's
So
embarrassing.
meanwhile,
That's an
more and more
embarrassing line.
bats. Meanwhile, more and more bats are starting to like fly into the hall.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you could cancel the bat call, I suppose, if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's done. I mean, they're
Okay.
here.
All right. So you can try another persuade roll here.
I'm not gonna do it with the Bruce is traveling line. Does he even
Okay.
think about it? Does he even like think he's not convinced of anything? I mean,
That you're here to help or what?
yeah, that I'm here to help.
Um, I mean, it looked like you were really on the verge of convincing him, I would just say.
Okay, so I'll just say like Bruce isn't here right now,
Yeah.
but you'll see him again instead of Bruce is traveling.
Oh, see,
Okay.
there we go. You'll see him again. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So once again, you're
Bruce
gonna
is
want to.
traveling.
I know.
No,
So
but I'll
once
be like,
again, you're
I'll
gonna
say
want to
Bruce
max
isn't here
out.
right now.
Yes, and you'll see him again.
You'll see him again
I like that. That's
soon.
good.
Okay, so I'm gonna max it out again.
Yeah. So 12 more hero points.
Yeah, yeah, got it. I'm
And
on it.
roll.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to had to really
No, that's
think through
hilarious.
that.
Yeah.
It's just
good.
it's I don't know. It's tough. Like
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't really been doing a ton of gaming.
That's also true. We're a little
So
rusty.
I am more rusty than I usually am. So
Yeah.
ooh, that's a 17. 17. Yes.
Nice. So that
Very
is
good.
1, 2, 3 column shifts.
Okay.
Okay. And then you want to spend 12 more hero
yes,
points.
so do 12 more.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
let's see here. So we had 3 column shifts.
Barely. Still not convinced. I feel like I have to roll doubles, otherwise,
Yeah, really.
that's almost impossible.
But you know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that.
No, don't make it easy on me, and don't wrap it up
No, I'm not
fast.
making it. I'm not making it easy on you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say because I was debating whether to
I mean,
spend
you
any more
never
hero
do, but
points. Well, yeah.
yeah.
I was debating whether to spend any more hero points, but I'm
Uh-huh.
almost out anyway,
Okay.
so it's fine. Um, so finally his eyes soften a bit,
Hmm.
and then he grabs you, um, but like in a sort of non-harmful way, but he just kind
Okay.
of it's like kind of the equivalent of grabbing someone by their lapels, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like my
And
shoulders.
right, exactly. And he says, if you hurt Mr. Wayne, I'll crush you. And then he just kind of like tosses you aside, and he goes and he just runs over and picks up this Roland dude,
Hmm.
and they just go
Puts them
running
over his
out the front
shoulder,
door.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Huh. So I'm like, what? So then I'm laying on the ground, like flat on the ground.
Yeah.
And I turn my head to look over at the fireplace, and I see the
Yeah.
camcorder melting
Yeah. Yeah.
and like the tape getting, and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. Should have kept that tape. Ooh, I'm gonna see. Does it gotten to the tape yet?
Well, shit. Let's see here. I
I
would
don't think so.
say
I'm gonna say no, but that's me.
you're gonna go ahead and say no.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
Um,
no. No.
yeah, because I'd say that thing probably had a body of two at best, and it's definitely been more than two APs of time since
Really?
yeah. Yeah.
That's too bad. That would have been an
Yeah.
interesting hook to leave it out on.
Well, maybe I have other hooks in mind. You ever think about that?
No, I'm only thinking of my hooks.
Okay. Well, maybe you should run some Batman role-playing
Now I
game.
have to write this. I have to do Star Wars.
Oh
All
yeah, that's right.
right. So okay. So I see the tape is not salvageable, and I'm like, shh.
Yeah.
So then I roll up, and I'm sitting there on my bat butt, looking
And
around at yet another destroyed parlor.
Alfred, emerges
Hmm.
and he says, "Goodness me, I'll have the cleaners in first thing. It's um, it's a good thing that Master
Hmm?
Todd,
What?
that's Robin's name, Jason Todd.
Oh, okay.
It's a good thing that Master Todd wasn't here. I fear that he might have done something rash and paid the price."
That's what spring break's for.
He's on spring break.
Yeah, it's spring. It's raining.
Love it. Okay. All right. Um, yes, indeed.
So I think
Uh,
maybe can Alfred walk over and like extend a hand
yes,
and it helps
absolutely.
me to get up. Okay,
Hoists you
so
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I get up and
Yeah.
I'm
And
brushing myself
so
off.
yeah, so he helps you dust you down, and he says, speaking of which, the the lad is due back at Gotham Airport tomorrow.
So nod.
Mhm.
I'll pick him up.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just kind of we'll wrap it up there.
Mm-hmm. Seems like
Um
a logical stopping point
Absolutely, but
for
we'll
this
we'll
episode of the
we'll have a
Batman.
little, yes, exactly. We'll have a little epilogue though.
Oh, I love
Um
epilogues.
mhm. So you are so I mean, I assume as Bruce Wayne, like if you were to go pick up young Robin, you wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily like be going to the gate yourself, would you? Or would you? I don't know. Would you send somebody? Would you send Alfred in to like meet him at the gate? What do you think?
Well, people don't meet at the gate anymore,
This is the
like,
80s.
oh shit, they do meet up at the gate. So I think I go into my celebrity like baseball
Mm-hmm.
cap, sunglasses, members only
Yeah.
jacket out of
Yeah, yeah.
leather,
Yeah, yeah.
but like nothing flashy, but just celebrity incognito
Okay.
gear. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
standing there at the gate with my hands in my pockets. as I'm waiting for Robin, or
Yep.
Jason, I should say.
Jason, yes. So so you're waiting as the plane is deplaning, and you're kind of looking for him, and it's one of those things where you're waiting, you're like, oh, he must have been at the back of the
No.
must have been at the back of the plane.
Uh-oh.
And then finally, like, seems like the last people leave because now the flight attendants are coming off and the crew's coming off.
Okay, I'm nervous now. I'm kind of a little, I have iron nerves, but I'm a little like, suspicious.
Yep. And so yeah, like as you're kind of feeling that little lurch in your stomach, somebody taps you on the shoulder.
I turn around calmly.
Mm-hmm. And it's just this, it's some random guy, but he is wearing a hoodie that's like pulled up over his head, and he's got sunglasses on.
Was he a Unabomber? What the fuck?
And basically very incognito, and he just holds out a little business card to you, and he says, "I was told to give you this."
I take it.
And then he immediately like turns around and starts running away.
Okay.
And you can see that it is a white business card that's just like kind of stamped with the image of like a black skull.
Detective skills.
Mm-hmm.
Am I familiar with this black skull?
Yes, it is the icon of the psychotic villain who styles himself as the Black Mask.
God damn it. So I grit my teeth and I pocket the card and I walk back to my Lamborghini Countach.
Nice.
I hate this thing.
Oh my god.
It's like yellow. All right, so I'm gritting my teeth. And I'm just like, son of a bitch.
All
right. Otherwise, okay. It's a sunny spring day in Gotham City.
Yes, although of course the streets are still wet.
Yeah, the streets are still wet. That's what I mean. The streets are still wet, but it's a sunny day, but it's a dark day for Bruce Wayne and the Batman. Perfect.
All right.
Cut the music. There you go. Opening. We need closing credits.
Closing credits. So,
okay. So how do I regain all my hero points?
Yes. Well, that's a good question. I am going to read that section because I didn't, because I'm like, well, this might just be a one shot. Who knows?
Right? No, it's not. Yeah. It's a serial with Batman all the time.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm. So, delicious Batman cereal brought to you by General Mills.
Oh shit. Yeah, so I mean, what'd you think?
That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's always fun kind of learning a new system and kind of being like, oh shit, oh fuck, okay. So I have a feeling that, and it's kind of swingy too, which I like, and it feels swingy to me at least. And I think
closing music. You want closing music?
Oh, okay. What is this?
An 8-bit version of Prince's Bat Dance.
Cool. So anyway, as I was saying, I did enjoy the system and I enjoyed the character and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it can be swingy for sure. I think it's down to learning how to use your hero points.
Yeah, best. And I think that'll just come naturally, like as you play.
Exactly.
So I like
also it. The reason that the charts are on the back is so that you can kind of evaluate like when it's better to spend versus when it's not. So like when I was telling you like,
a little bit. You turn that down just a wee bit. Okay.
I don't know if there's much more I can.
Okay, that's perfect.
Zoom is so weird sound sharing. Anyway, yeah, like when I was telling you like, oh, you only need to spend like literally one hero point to have no effect. Like that's there for you to know that. Like you can say like, oh, what's the resistance value, and I can tell you they're not secret.
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't think that they are, but it's like knowing all these. I was keeping track of so many different little new variables.
Absolutely.
So I think the next time I'll try to remember the resistant values and.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Resistance
values. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. I like that. I think I like how it is a little like up for grabs, because if it was a TV show of Batman, that's how it would be. It would be like, oh, which villain of the week? It's kind of like Monster of the Week, but villain of the week.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this week was, Mark Desmond and Roland and their shenaniganery with the Suicide Squad, and then dealing with oh, who's next?
The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so Mark Desmond is connected to, he's connected to the Suicide Squad.
Oh, look at you with your knowledge. So yes, technically that was Blockbuster. It wasn't the Hulk.
Right. No, it's well, let's be real, really.
And the sort of,
he was an experiment, right? He was like you said. He
was a sad experiment. He was experimenting on himself.
Of course. That's what the good scientists do.
That's right. You always experiment on yourself first.
Yeah.
But so the thing is like the way that encounter is set up is that Roland is like, I'm gonna prove that Bruce Wayne is Batman, and so he's trying to set up a situation where you are forced to reveal that, like, no, I'm actually Bruce Wayne. Look, and you take off your mask.
Yeah.
Because basically you were dealing with 7 column shifts against you if you were dressed as Batman, versus if you took your mask off, you get 2 column shifts in your favor.
But my secret identity, but then I get rid of hero points if I reveal my identity.
I know, but you knocked him out. You knocked Roland out. And
I did.
Threw the camcorder in the fire. So that was the thing. It was like, this whole time you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, take your mask off, because there was there would have been no downside to that, because basically Blockbuster has the mind of a child, is what they say.
See, and I didn't want to assume that. I assume he is intelligent. Batman is assuming the best in him, and so he's like, I'm
and
gonna.
You did
assume...
it. You beat the odds, which was actually really cool. So
I think maybe just maybe in my Batman voice, the Bruce voice or the Bruce vibe was coming through, and so Blockbuster was maybe picking up on that instead. I there's no way I was going to reveal myself. No way. Because what if Roland woke up at it? That's what I'm like, is he still out? Like, is he still unconscious? Like, if he woke up at any point in time, it takes a lot to put that cowl on. I'm just saying right now. It takes a lot of energy and
it takes a lot to take it off.
A lot of finagling. So I wasn't ready to do that. So
a lot of finagling. Hold on, just stand there while I undo this clasp.
thing. I know, and then putting it back on, it's a whole other ordeal. So there's no way in hell I was going to take it off.
All right.
But how do I regain my? Oh, you're going to read up on the hero points.
I'm going to read up on it.
Okay,
yeah, because then you also get hero points for all the great stuff that you did. So
cool. Well, all right. Well, we will see what we will see eventually. As we maybe possibly play more of this, but it was definitely fun. I would definitely play it again. It's easy.
Good.
It's easy. It's fast. It's fun.
Yes.
You know the characters. It's just very accessible. So.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to get a secondhand copy of the DC Heroes second edition box.
I did not say that. I just said we can play more Batman.
I said it.
It must be great to be Batman. I can only imagine he's going home right now to party the night away, surrounded by scores of friends and lady tennis players.
Hey, computer. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home.
Welcome home, sir. Initializing Batcave operating system.
Hey, Pewter.
What's up, Batman?
Put this bomb in the museum.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
No worries.
Anything exciting happen when I was gone?
You have 4 pieces of mail.
Great, what'd I get?
You have this week's Penny Saver, 2 bills, and a coupon for Bed Bath & Beyond. It expires in 2 weeks. But I've heard that some stores will honor them past the expiry date.
Copy that.
Also, Alfred is on the 17th floor, grouting tiles in the 2nd bathroom of the 5th master bedroom. Do you want me to tell Alfred you're home?
No, that's cool, computer. Thanks for the update. I should probably have some dinner.
Alfred left your lobster thermidor in the fridge.
Oh, that's my favorite. I can't wait.